Yo, Chilltown.
What up?
This whole Kelly Oubre situation is a little awkward.
It's
I
getting
need to
weird,
know
ain't it?
what's your thoughts on this? What's
It's
going
getting,
on over there in
I don't
Philly?
know, man. It's getting weird, yo. I don't really know what to do with it. How could you fake getting hit by a car? And I mean, I know that when you move to a new city, you don't really know a lot of what's going on and where things are. But I don't think you can fake getting hit by a car. You can't tell somebody that you got hit by a car and it's not happened, especially with technology the way it is today. Especially in places like Philadelphia, New York. It's traffic cameras on every street. So to say that happens, to say that happened and it didn't happen, it sound really weird. But I don't think that that's something that he would fake. Why would he fake something like that? That just doesn't sound. It doesn't sound credible to me. Not at all.
Thoughts from the other guy? Thoughts from you, Damo, Mars, Ticket?
I have no idea what's going on with this situation. When I heard about it, I was just waiting for more information to come out. Sounded crazy, sounded wild, and then yesterday, all I seen on my timeline was the doorbell footage, was the whatever the ring
Hmm.
cam footage or whatever that TMZ gets because somehow TMZ gets whatever TMZ wants, and that's all I seen. From the look of it, I mean, I don't know too many people that's been hit by cars. He seemed like he was hit by a car. It sounded like he got hit by a car. I don't know what else is going on though. I haven't heard too much of anything else. I know the league said that he didn't like from what it looked like or from what they've gathered, his story is different or he doesn't like whatever he told them isn't probably what happened, which at that case, I haven't heard his full story. I gotta hear what his story is.
Right.
So initially, and correct me if I'm wrong, initially it was reported that Kelly Oubre got hit by a car.
Right.
Then it was reported that he had damage to his ribs, broken ribs essentially.
Right.
Went to the hospital, got released, and we got an update that he's going to be out for the foreseeable future.
Right.
And now we're all trying to put all the pieces together because nobody has seen any footage. Well, the parking lot or the place that he said he was at, there was no footage of any car accident.
Mm.
That's what they were saying is where he said he got hit, they checked the cameras and there is no evidence of it.
So again, I mean, I'm new in the city, so maybe that wasn't the place. But if I got hit by a car, I know that I got hit by a car. Let's start there. But it was late, so maybe I might have gotten the location mixed up because getting hit by a car, you could be delusional at that point. You got broken ribs, you banged up. So maybe it was this street, maybe it was the other. This is a weird situation. I really don't know what to do with this. I really don't.
Have you, Mars, Chill, have you guys seen the footage from TMZ?
I seen the footage of him in the hallway.
Yeah.
After I seen that footage, and he doesn't really look that banged up, but maybe I'm missing something.
So I'm a player for those who haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Courtesy of my guy League Alerts. Damo, you said it was audio to this?
Yeah, you could hear him like walking in the house, sound like he was in pain, and he told whatever female in the house he got hit by a car. Then she said, "What?" And he's like, "I got hit by a car." Then she was like, "Oh, blah blah blah. Are you okay?" That's all I heard. If it was more, then
Right.
I didn't hear that. But that's what I heard with this audio.
I didn't hear the audio. I just saw the video.
I see a comment on the video saying, "Damn, I can feel his pain. Hope bro went to the doctors after." All right, this isn't funny. All right, I'm gonna play this.
Yeah.
You guys can hear this?
Nah. Oh yeah, yeah.
For real, Kenny? Oh my God, he got hit by a car, son. He got hit by a car.
I mean, he left the door open.
He did just say he got hit by a car. He did just say that.
Kenny? Oh my God, he got hit by a car, son. He got hit by a car.
I personally, to be honest with you, I really don't know what to make of it. But if he did, it sounds like it's something malicious. If he did get hit by a car, like you can't miss a 6'7" dude in the middle of the road
On a bike.
on a bike. So I'm thinking that maybe, do he know these dudes? Does the person who hit him, do they know him? And is this over something else?
I didn't want to take it there.
Because, I'll take it there. Hey, Damo, there's plenty of dudes in the penitentiary and in the box for one reason, for a number of reasons. One of those reasons is some money, and the other is some you-know-what. And I'm thinking to myself.
But chill, James Harden's in L.A., isn't he?
James Harden is in L.A., but, yo, last I checked, these dudes is wild, B. So it ain't just like one chick. It could be a number of them. And it's a dangerous thing when you living like that. So I don't know.
Ticket. I want to hear your thoughts on the matter.
I don't think we got Ticket yet.
Riveting. That's a crazy act.
Ticket, you there?
Nope.
Yeah. Well, he'll tap back in soon. My only thing is I'm trying to figure out, Kelly, what the hell are you doing on a bike? I'm not discriminating a bike or anything. It's nothing wrong with riding bikes, but I mean, I'm just trying to figure out, like, was he going on a bike ride through the city? Clearly, he was dressed in clothes. Like, does he ride his bike through the city? I would just assume somebody of Kelly Oubre's nature wouldn't just be riding a bike throughout the streets of Philadelphia.
You know Kelly Oubre?
That's number one. You see the hair? Like, he's an eccentric dude. So he's not the run of the mill.
It's just good for your health. It's just good for your health.
I'm gonna say, I mean, NBA players with Joel Embiid runs around the city. Like, he's known for running around Philly, doing whatever you want. I mean, I don't think it's. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of NBA players who ride bikes or go biking, or these are professional athletes. I don't know why. If this was late, now I will say I don't know why you're biking in the middle of the night at night with no light gear. He was dressed in regular clothes at night. I don't know. I wouldn't do that as Kelly Oubre, but if story come out, he was riding around Charlotte, I'd be like, okay, well, hey, it checks out.
That bike don't look that big neither. That don't look like one of those sport bikes. That look like
it just looks strange to me,
like a toy kind of bike. So I mean, that's what I'm saying, Damo. When I say it's eccentric, he's eccentric. So you'll see a dude 6'7" riding like on a bigger bike. That's like one of them little itty bitty bikes you see dudes riding in the hood, and it just looked weird. It does.
Maybe he was riding around in the hood, man. I don't know. It's a lot of things that could be going on. I don't want to speculate or assume. I feel like that starts to get into nasty territory. But I could definitely see at this point, if at the very least, if where he got hit, and I can give him the benefit of the doubt saying, I just got hit by a car. Who cares where I was? I probably can't tell you where I was because I'm not used to getting hit by cars. I can understand.
That happens every day.
I can vividly understand. I can genuinely understand. Like, all right, he genuinely can't tell you what street he was on when he got hit by this car in the middle of the night. That's fine. But if the story not checking out, I can definitely understand other things happening and you not wanting to have that headline out. I got hit by a car. I
got hit by a car. Why, Damo? Because I was somewhere I shouldn't have been, and somebody caught me coming out the crib, or I was in a neighborhood I shouldn't have been in. But again, we don't want to speculate. We ain't speculating. I'm just saying, I don't know if I want that in the air that I was somewhere I shouldn't have been, and somebody caught me. I was on a bike.
Never know. It's a lot of unanswered questions right now, and we just kind of all trying to put the pieces together to the puzzle. But definitely want to hear what Ticket got to say about this until he chimes back in. Yep. Speaking of Philly, I do have a super chat from Pimp named Slickback. He said last night with Philly, I'm assuming last night with Philly reflects what Chill has been saying since last year. Embiid, you got your MVP. We are still waiting for you to show up to show you can win big now.
I thought Philly, the thing I saw about Embiid that it doesn't startle me as him, where he passes out of the double team, where he gets himself in trouble the most when he passes out of the double team. He's effective in passing out of the double team when he's on the block or when he's in the mid post when guys are diving to the basket. He's the least effective when he's further away from the basket, whether he's in the short corner, whether he's in the corner, whether he's at the three-point line. He does not pass out of the double team that well. When he's on the box, there's more ground to cover for guys, and there's less time to react because they at the rim. When he on the wing, it just doesn't look good. Plus, they threw different looks at him with the double team. They threw Al Horford and Cornette at him. They threw Drew Holiday and Tatum at him. They threw different looks at him and screwed them all up. And I'm not going to leave out the fact that Al Horford gave him work last night. Yes, he did. Al Horford gave him everything he was looking for. And it wasn't like going bucket for bucket, but he kept Embiid on his toes. Definitely kept Embiid on his toes. That was a bad loss for Philly. Losing to that Boston Celtics team without two of their starters in your building, nah, that's a bad loss for them. Terrible.
Mars, what's your take on this game?
I barely paid attention to it. I don't think Tyrese Maxey played that well.
No, he did not.
Derek White seemed to play very well from my, I guess, slight viewing. But like I said, I wasn't paying too much attention. But Al Horford has always been a, however you want to call it, good or bad matchup for Embiid. I don't depending on what side you're on. But Al Horford's always matched up well against Embiid. So I just think that's just going to be one of those guys that 15 years down the line, someone's going to interview Joel Embiid. Oh, who was your toughest matchup? And he's not going to say a Hall of Famer. He's going to say, oh, it was Al Horford. And then there's going to be Al Horford highlight reels going around on Twitter 15 years from now. That's how I view these Al Horford and Embiid matchups, just because I think even he knows that Al Horford is just someone who provides a good matchup for him.
Kind of like Shaq with Big Country, like what Shaq says.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I
I think that's probably what's going to end up happening because Al Horford's always been a good matchup for Joel Embiid. But I think Philly have lost back-to-back games now.
Yes, Indiana and Boston.
They also back-to-back games. Houston. 6 in a row. Sorry, carry on. You guys can go back to talking about Boston and Philly.
They got some good minutes from their bench last night too. They got some good minutes from their bench last night.
They definitely did.
They got and Pritchard started to shoot the ball a little bit better. They created a lot of turnovers. Cornette dive into the box, and it's going to come up at some point. And I know you dudes, it sounds crazy, but Sam Hauser is one of the better defenders for them. I know it sounds nuts, but if you watch what he does defensively for that unit, don't get me wrong, Damo. He ain't Alex Caruso. He ain't Jaden McDaniels. I ain't going that far. But he provides defense for that crew that a lot of other role players don't, and that really helps that unit, especially that second unit.
It's funny to me, honestly, all the hooting and hollering about how bad Boston's bench was, and then you compare what they did as a bench unit compared to what Philly did. And in all honesty, you're playing a Morris twin. He sucks. I don't understand why he's on the court. You're playing Daniel House 3 minutes. You're playing. Hey, listen, I've never been a fan of Pat Bev, but hey, it's cool. I don't understand why Kenyon Martin Jr. and Mo Bamba are getting minutes personally on this Philly team. That's all. That's the only thing I got to say about it. Other than that, Tyrese Maxey, he played how I expected him to play if he's not giving you 30 or 40. Not a bad game, but definitely not enough. Joel Embiid, again, getting outclassed by Al Horford, nothing new. Tobias Harris had a Tobias Harris game instead of this guy that we're all hoping him to be, no problem at all. This is just one game. I'm not ready to overreact because they was on a roll and it was all ups for them. Like they literally was undefeated without Harden. So the first game they lose without Harden, when he hasn't been playing at all anyway, we're just gonna completely turn on him. Nah, but Embiid just gotta be consistent. This Celtics team, if they can play like this, they're the best team in the league, in my opinion. I'm sorry. I don't think anybody wants to see the Celtics team if everything's clicking. Not gonna lie to you,
including Houston, Mars. Including Houston.
We'll see.
Yeah, including Houston, Mars. Give me a break.
Okay.
Mars, you sitting here trying to sell me that the Houston Rockets. Don't get me wrong. All right, Mars. If we being honest, your boys have been playing really good. All right, your boys have been playing really good. We had the conversation yesterday that I'm not sure that I can name another after Anthony Davis and Sabonis. I'm not sure I can name another guy when you're talking about when the All-Star game gets picked. I'm not sure I can name another guy at the big outside of him. And somebody else brought to me, is it possible Jalen Green could be an All-Star this year? Is that possible? But I'm thinking about the wing players in the Western Conference, and it might be a little bit difficult. But that crew against your crew, Mars, that Boston Celtics crew against your crew, just from an experience standpoint alone, I think they wiped the floor with you guys.
We'll see in January. We've got 2 months. We'll see.
Okay.
I mean, Mars, you guys do have like the blueprints of their crib and all of that. You know, it's a little easier to expose somebody when you know their ins and outs and deep dark secrets.
None of that matters if I don't got the personnel to do it. I can have a gang and know how to beat Ron up, but if I got a bunch of minions, that ain't gonna work.
I mean, maybe you got mind control. Inmate might still have mind control over JT and JB.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah, keeping it lit though, fellas. We got a couple more super chats, and there was a lot that happened last night in the NBA. So we you know how we do. We're gonna cover everything, all the games, all the storylines, all of that good stuff. But right now, got a couple super chats that have been sent through. From Drink More Water, he sent one. He said, "Watching Dame every night. He's a better passer than I realized. Dude was making great reads and had an assist to Beasley cross court that blew me away."
I don't think anybody ever questioned whether or not Dame could pass. Dame could pass. I mean, he was a 7-8 assist guy when he was with the Trailblazers at the height of his career, so he could always pass. I don't think that was the issue. He was just more of a scoring guard.
Shout out to Malik Beasley, man. 30 points. Nice.
I mean, Mars, how often are you going to get 7 for 9 on a long ball from Beasley? I mean, if you getting that,
that's it for the season.
8 for 11, chill.
8 for 11. I mean, I think it was 7 for 9 at one point. At one point, he was getting a lot of good looks too, but he couldn't do that with the Lakers. I don't know what the problem was. Running
Big shooter.
A lot of people be fake shooters. I ain't gonna lie, man. Dame was looking real nice last night. Dame, he looked like an elite player. Dame was looking great. Got to give him all his praise. I give him a lot of slander and hate, but when he plays great, I got to admit when he plays great and how great it looks. So,
Damo, in order to
those free throws were hitting,
Wait, was it a lot of free throws? I didn't catch the game. Was it a lot of free throws?
Yeah, so
16.
See, I'm taking back half of what I said.
There we go.
Can't trust him.
Dame scored 37, had 13 assists.
15 of them were free throws. So he scored 22 for.
That's not enough.
Damo, first of all, in order for us to believe the Dame praise, you got to believe it, and you don't. Okay, so let's
I do when it's genuinely there. When it's genuinely there, I do. But then I didn't even know that 15 of his 37 was free throws. Like, nah, man. Like, all right, he's chucking 10 threes, only hitting 4. That's not good enough for me. I'm sorry.
Damo, what?
40% on the long ball, Damo?
I mean, 40% of 6. That means he's missing 6. What we saying?
What are you talking about? I'm not liking it, man. You're chucking.
I remember the 4 minutes. I remember the 6 misses. We just different, I guess. Like,
yeah, we must be different because if he made one more and he was shooting 50%, would he be missing 5 or would he be making half? Would it be missing 5 or would he be making half of his threes?
Nah, he missed half of them. What are we talking about?
That's crazy.
So every
time you shoot, you got a 50-50 chance of making. You might as well just never shoot. Like, that's just bad odds.
I keep forgetting who I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with a scumbag. So that's usually how that works. The glass is half empty with him, so I get it.
So Damo, you're not moved by the 13 assists?
No, that's impressive. I like that. Wait, hold on. Before I say that, how many turnovers? Okay, it's good. I can live with that. It's Dame. I can live with that.
It's easy to get assists if you have the ball in your hands the whole game. Like,
which is what the lead guard does. Mars.
Nah, who else gonna get assists? It's only gonna be Dame. Like, what are we talking about? He's gonna have the ball the whole game. Like,
yeah.
Siren is on.
Yo, what I don't get is, once again, I've mentioned it before. I don't get you guys' like discontent for free throws when you're a scorer.
Damo in particular. I'm interested in this. Damo in particular. Like, why is getting to the stripe not a big deal?
Listen. I love it if it's on my team, but this is a situation where, in terms of talking about how great of a game you had, like, all right, if half your points or more than half your points came from the line that night, and you finish with 30, it's context to that 30. All 30s aren't the same. That's all I'm saying.
It's about ethical buckets. It's about ethical buckets. And there's some buckets that just aren't ethical. Free throws?
It's like Prime Harden. It's like the Prime Harden argument. Like, all right, buddy, he got 40, but hella free throws. I'm not liking it. I'd rather listen. Cam Thompson 30 feels a lot different than that. That's all I'm saying. A Cam Thomas 30 definitely feels a lot different.
So manipulating defenses.
It looks different too, though, when like Tyrese Maxey the other night, when you have to shoot 32 shots to get 50. Does that not look different? Even though he was going crazy, but that doesn't look different.
Well, the reason you take more shots is because there's less free throws. I mean, Dame shot 16 free throws. Just imagine that's 8 shots. Now he's taking 26 shots. It's just free throws just take away field goal attempts, and people act like they just weren't shooting. You get free throws because you got fouled shooting the ball. It just doesn't count as a field goal attempt.
Could be.
He still took the shots. He just didn't. They didn't count because he got fouled. He's still taking shots.
I gotta watch it.
But we also
a bonus situation. A guy's in a bonus. They're fouling a lot. I gotta see the game. I didn't see the game. I don't know the context. It could look a lot different. But
yeah, like that's not moving me. A real 30 is when you score like when Jamal Murray had 50 with no free throws. Ethical buckets.
That's a real 50 right
that's
there.
Ethical buckets right there. It's like
it wasn't
different.
No preservatives, no extra water, ethical. No nothing.
That's ethical.
Okay.
These James Harden 50s, not ethical. Nah. 24
Moss, can you get fouled on? Can you get fouled on good shots?
Yeah.
Right, which is why you go to the strike. That's why the shot wasn't counted because I got fouled on a good shot.
That doesn't make the scoring ethical.
Why not? I got fouled on a good shot.
Ethical scoring is you get fouled and still make the shot. That's ethical.
That's why I'm going to the strike because I got fouled.
No, but if you take 2 free throws, you missed the shot anyway. Like, what are we talking about?
Because I got fouled, I couldn't make the shot.
Play through the contact.
I did, but I still couldn't make it because I got fouled.
Nah, then you're not good enough. You need to get better. Work on your game.
All right, so I gotta get stronger. So when I get hit, still make the shot.
So it was all Dame, like all his free throw attempts came off of good shots.
I'm not gonna say that. No.
I gotta see it. If they did it, then we having a different conversation. If they did, cool. I can't really commentate too much. I can't go too hard on him because I didn't see it. But I can tell you if he dropped 30 whatever and with 15 free throws, I'm not gonna be satisfied with what I see from Dame. I'm not.
That's why Dame struggles in the playoffs. Dame been a free throw merchant, and then when the free throws dry
I hold him to a higher expectation. That's it.
So he needed to have 47 with 15 free throws, or just not shoot 15 free throws.
Low key, if you do get 15 free throws, I'm expecting 40, 45. Yeah, like
I'm not gonna lie. If you get over 15 free throws and don't have 40 at the least, you had a bad game. Like that's 15 free points. At this point, I'm only asking you to score 25.
Yo, it was impressive in and of itself that he shot 15 for 16. Like that's impressive.
They're free throws.
They're free.
Okay, who else?
You should be doing that.
Can I get the list of people that shoot even over 85%?
That doesn't make them not free.
Well, they're free, but it's a lot of free things in life that we don't have.
Are we praising something? Are we praising guys for like something they should be doing?
Are we praising the bare minimum at this point? Discounting free throws? Are we sitting here discounting free throws?
It sounds like what we're doing.
Discounting free throws. I'm saying
that's what it sounds like you're doing.
I think we're acting like free throws are coming at a discount. So you know what, NBA, start giving them half a point for a free throw now.
I'm just saying, if you're getting 16 free throws, you better make 15.
Discount free throws.
Imagine Ben Simmons getting 16 free throws. He's hitting 7. Like
we want him at the stripe. That's crazy. That's a detriment to your career.
Yeah, you criticize people when they're bad at free throws. You don't praise them when they're good. You're meant to be good. That's your job.
Supposed to be.
You criticize people when they're bad. I want to make sure I heard.
Yes, if you shoot 10% from the free throw line, you get criticism. If you shoot 90%, you're meant to shoot 90. You don't get praise for doing your job.
Glaze you for shooting good at the free throw line? What are we doing?
They're free.
Yo, nobody's saying glaze, but hey, all points are equal.
What the hell is going on? You still have to make the free throws though. Okay, so on the regular, and if we talking about a game where, all right, let's say Dame, for example, Damo. Let's say Dame shoots 21 shots in a game. How many of those 21 shots you think are open? Where he's open?
Well, tell him to create his shot, though.
Okay, and Dame is one of the best shot creators in the game. That's a fact. That's not. I'm asking you, how many of those shots do you think of the 21 shots he shoots? How many is he open?
I will hope at least.
Just give me an estimation.
8. Yeah, I was gonna say.
I will hope at least 8 shots. At least 8 shots should be open shots.
So if he's open 8 times, and I don't know, he makes 5 of them. So that's what, almost 70% of your open shots.
Yep.
Now it's the same logic with going to the free throw line. I'm open. I'm at the free throw line. Nobody's bothering me. I'm open.
Oh no, you're getting pestered. You're getting yelled at.
Pestered?
I'm open.
Oh my
Nobody's.
God! What are
I'm
we
wide
doing
open.
here?
I get to
I
talk
can't wait
freely.
for PC
Again,
weekend.
again,
Oh no.
guys,
PC weekend. We will be having a free throw shooting contest, and it's gonna be ones where nobody say anything. Shoot 10. Now we're gonna pester you. Shoot 10.
Okay, that's absolutely fine.
Zero both times to show consistency. What are we talking about?
And I
Like,
promise you, whoever shoots bad, you know what I'm saying?
Used to people talking to you. Like, nah, no excuses.
Come on, these are professional athletes. At the end of the day, I'm not saying free throws don't matter. All I'm saying is you should hit your free throws. I'm not about to glaze you for doing something you should be doing.
And you should make open shots too. And
yeah, you should. And if you're not, then that's a problem.
You don't get praised for making open shots.
Like, what are we doing?
You are open, make the shot.
We sit up here all the time and talk about guys knocking down open shots. What are you talking about?
Who's we?
I'm about to say I don't speak French. I don't know who this we is.
I'm sorry. I sit up here and I praise guys for knocking down.
I'm with you.
I don't know why
I'm
you
with
do that.
you.
No,
this is crazy. This is nonsense.
And I roast guys for not making open
the
shots.
shot.
As you should.
Max Strus is one of those guys that I roast for not making open shots. We talk about Steph Curry making wide open threes all the time. Should he make all his wide open threes?
He's meant to make his wide open threes.
Facts. That's why.
If he doesn't make his wide open threes, what happens to Steph Curry?
There's slander to go around.
Exactly.
So we slander him for the 60% of his 3-point misses.
I do. 58%.
I personally think that's the reason why a guy like Westbrook gets so much slander, because you're like doinking wide open jumpers. This is insane. Off the side of the backboard on a wide open jumper is insane to me. So to consistently do it, that will prove why so many people slander him so hard. But when he's going, it's like, oh, there we go. Keep that up.
How you work on your shooting that much? Steph Curry in the offseason. Every year, all I see is him working on shooting, and he still can't make half of his threes.
Damn, imagine that shit. The most difficult shot in the game, which is 28 feet away from the basket. And
those are layups now.
He's not at the long ball line. That's where the long ball line is. It's at 24 feet. So he's 26, 27 feet away from the basket. And he's making 40%. He's making 4 out of 10. The league leader knocks down less than 50%.
Well, that's why he's
Al Korver shot 52% that one year.
But I'm about to say that's why Steph is who he is and why Dame is who he is. That's levels. Because if Dame can do what Steph is doing, then the Bucks will probably be championship favorites. But he can't. That's not who Dame is. That's who Steph is.
And if Steph could shoot 50%, he'd be the GOAT, but he's not good enough.
There we go.
On another note, so are we not praising Malik Beasley for shooting 8 for 11 and going 11 for 14? Or is he supposed to do this every night?
It's his job to make open shots. He got open shots. He made them.
It's your job to make open shots 100%. That part.
Well done, Malik Beasley.
That part I will agree to.
So
we can praise him when he consistently does it. When he makes this the new norm, then we can praise him.
Yeah, you're a shooter. It's your job to make open shots. I will agree to that. But you know, some nights guys have it. Some nights they don't. 100%. Some nights guys have it. Some nights they don't. Excuse me.
All right, so Malik Beasley's finally getting his praise. Dame had a midnight, but all right night. Did you guys hear how the announcer introduced Grady Dick last night?
Yes, that's classic. That is classic.
Basketball.
That is classic.
Is this going to be an ongoing thing? Like, was that the start of something in Toronto?
It's etched in stone now, man. That's how he's introed every time he starts for now on.
Like, we can't introduce him any other way now.
Nope.
That's crazy.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about. So
he started last night.
Oh, can you play the clip, Ron?
Yeah, hold on. Let me find it.
Mm-hmm. Which is it was wild. It was wild. Mm-hmm. It was wild, Mars. It was this isn't as bad. Damo, you got to give me another. We can't call this dude Cum Bucket. We got to come up with something different, yo. We can't call him that, Damo.
I'm not a Warrior faithful, man. I don't have a say-so on these things. I'm just telling you what they told me, and what they told me is his name Cum Bucket.
We got to come up with something different, yo. We can't call him that.
I don't see the problem with that name.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Because he can come get a bucket anytime he wants. Honestly, with that athleticism and that skill, come get a bucket.
Facts. Shooting 39% from the field. Facts.
I'm just telling you why they say it. I don't see it. But I know while you pull this up, I do want to say, because Ox ain't here, and I'll be the one to say it because I know he wants somebody to say it. Put some respect on Sabonis' name. And, I still think the gap between him and Sengun as of so far this year isn't, like, vast at all. There definitely is an argument, and he put people on notice. Sabonis, he's one of those in the West. He's one of those bigs. He's not.
Hold on.
He's not Miles Turner. I'll tell you that. He's definitely.
Sabonis put people on notice that he's almost as good as Sengun, or Sengun has put people on notice that he's almost as good as Sabonis?
Well, no. Sengun's been doing it, but we just had that conversation about, who will make the All-Star team at the moment. And, I felt Ox pain because he was like, we're really not putting respect on Sabonis. And this is one of those games to remind everybody who Sabonis is. I could definitely understand why anybody would take Sabonis or take Sabonis. Very true. I'm a little biased. I will admit I have a bias towards Sengun, so I think Sengun is great. But I definitely understand, and I can rationalize with people saying Sabonis is better. They rather have Sabonis. Sabonis is higher. That's absolutely fine because he's a phenomenal player. And they did a good job whooping our ass last night. I didn't catch the game, so I'm not going to sit here and pluck lumps or blame people.
Kind of funny you didn't catch the game.
I didn't catch none of the game. I didn't catch any of the game.
But he's going to say it's funny because
he didn't watch Terry Clough last night. He had 4 points.
I was going to.
Darvin Ham let him load manage. Darvin Ham let him stat pad to get the 9 last night in the worst game of his career. So you ain't watched that. It's kind of funny whenever AD plays bad, you don't see that game, Hundamo.
Any other game where AD has played bad, offensively, by the way, because I've always said since I've been on this platform,
he was horrible.
All
he
these
was
games,
cooked on defense too. He was cooked on defense too.
He got it.
Was it that bad?
He was cooked.
Old boy put out his shot on him last night. Old boy put out his piece on him last night,
Well, listen,
and
he got
did what he had to do.
bitched. He needs to be better. I don't know what y'all want me to say. I'm not gonna flake on my guy, but if he did it. I just sat here praising Sabonis for busting his ass. I don't know what y'all want from me. Like, I'm not about to sit here and just kill AD. I would rather just praise Sabonis. We just sat here and seen. Okay, that's cool. You want to it's ironic when he's playing great and playing fine. You say nothing, and then when
I'm saying no. I know. My point to you is this. My point to you is this, Damo. I sat here and listened to you. I wanted to see what you was gonna say, so I said nothing for 30 minutes. I want to see what you was gonna say, but it's funny to me, man, how a guy supposed to be. And I sent to Chill a message last night, and he'll tell you what the message said. But it's funny to me how we'll sit in here and talk about how great Tyrese Halliburton is and all this other stuff, and how great Kate Cunningham and all these other guys are. But a guy who's supposed to be one of the best players in the league, who's one of the most inconsistent players and inconsistent superstars in NBA history. Not just I'm talking about the history of the NBA. This guy's one of the most inconsistent superstars as far as his performances. You talking about being up and down all the time, bro. That's unacceptable, man. When we watch all the great players who are great, especially in his position, for the most part, they bring it. You don't see Jokic doing this. Up and down, up and down, up and down. You don't see Embiid up and down, up and down, up and down.
Yes,
you don't see Giannis. No.
Yes,
During the regular season, you do not. Embiid is normally giving you 28, 29, 30 points a game. Stop lying, nigga. Don't come on here with that line today with your old ass. Don't do that. Because I will cook your ass and make your hair back to go black.
Because you're the first one to tell me.
Don't do that shit. Don't sit up here and lie talking about Embiid. Embiid is 28 to 35 every single night. Every single night, Embiid is 28 to 35.
And he drops in the playoffs.
Embiid is 28. He ain't going to 13, 12, 9.
And he drops in the playoffs.
No. I ain't talking about that. No. Hold on, chill. Because that is due. Hold on, chill. Because a lot of times that is due to injury. A lot of times we've seen him do that to injury, chill. That has only been for, hold on, chill. That was only for 2 years.
The same thing happens with Anthony Davis, and you call him.
AD said it wasn't because of injury. That's nonsense. AD said last night it wasn't because AD said he played bad. He said
he got his ass kicked last night. I'm not gonna fight.
He said it had nothing to do with injury. They asked him last night. So, but my whole point. Hold on, chill. My whole point to you is this. Here's my whole point to you is this. It's a shame when you got a 39-year-old LeBron James that's more consistent than AD, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, man. LeBron James out there triple-double last night, poking his chest out, chase down blocks, giving it up on defense. Look, he could have easily let Sabonis get that layup. What does he do, chill? Puts on the afterburners, chase down blocks, all this other stuff, trying to keep the game close. This dude, chill, this dude wasn't even interested. D'Lo out there. Everybody give D'Lo hell. D'Lo balling his ass off, doing what he got to do. old boy, Damo boy, finally has tried to step his game up and show some type of pulse. Cam Reddish. Come on, bro. And then AD act like this nigga act like somebody stole his puppy out there. Did you see him when he walked to the bench and sat beside Vanderbilt? The dude looked like he straight quit. The man, chill. At halftime, bro, I thought Sabonis was going to have 50 and 40.
I saw it.
The man had 19 points and like 14 rebounds at the half, chill.
To give you an idea, Damo, you can win and lose a game early, and you can win and lose that game in a number of different ways. But last night, that game was lost with energy. Sabonis came to play last night, and AD did not, and it was right from the beginning. It was obvious that Sabonis came to play last night. Now, the flip side to this, though, is I've seen this before. I watched Giannis go to work on Anthony Davis and put 50 on him. Next time Anthony Davis saw me, put 40 and 20 on him.
Yeah, so I give you the chill. I'm not against you on the chill. Right? I'm not against you on that chill. I'm not against you on that chill. I'm just saying that when we talk about the superstar, any superstar beast you can think about on a night-to-night basis, bro, that's impossible, bro. That LeBron James is being more consistent than you at 39 years old, bro.
I didn't.
You don't have no, but chill. You can't chill. You cannot do that when you're trying to win a championship, bro. Like you have to bring it night after night after night. The one thing has to be there. I agree with one thing Damo said. If your energy is there, like that's the one thing we never question about none of those other guys. One question about Giannis, one question about Jokic, none of them. Every single night we know the effort is going to be there. Whether or not they play good or bad, that's whatever it's going to be. But it's the effort. Bro, the man just did not, he didn't care. I watched dudes going and lay it up on him last night. Bro, Sabonis can't jump over a stick, chill, and he was just hitting him with a little hook, throwing it over him. AD didn't care, bro.
So let's put some context on this, Damo, when I say that the energy. So the Lakers' transition defense was garbage last night to start the game. Terrible. Not only was their transition defense garbage, Sabonis was running like a deer, getting to the rim, and Fox was hitting him at the rim and on the secondary break. That's what started it. Now the second unit shows up, and now they bring a different energy. Reeves, Cam, they bring a different energy, and now they get back in the game. But they had already gotten punched in the face. Bring AD back in, you still got the same energy. And it looked like Sabonis had already made his mind up. I'm going to rim run all night. Not only am I going to rim run, I'm going to stay active on pick and rolls and pick and dives, and I'm going to keep these guys involved, and I'm going to keep these guys engaged, and I'm going to keep AD on the defense. And he did a great job at that. And because he did a great job at that, they just kept rolling. Murray didn't shoot the ball great, but he shot the ball good enough where he kept them on the defense. De'Aaron Fox was great. And I mean, he makes open shots with the best of them. He gets open shots with the best of them. D'Lo was trying to match him, but it just, in terms of transition defense, it was too much. I think that was the difference. That and the bench bringing more energy than the first unit. That was the difference in that ball game last night because AD got his ass kicked.
That was embarrassing, chill. That's all I'm saying to you, homie. No disrespect to you, bro. I love you, man. But I ain't never seen.
You can't come out like that. You can't.
I've never seen a superstar. You can't chill. In the history of the NBA, bro, I've never seen a superstar. Not KG, not Zoe Morning, not none of those dudes, bro. And do you see how the aficionados, all the big dogs, look at AD, bro? They look at him like Shaq and Charles. They look at this dude in shame, bro. Like, bro, you can't
have bad nights. Remember, Ticket, and you as a big guy, you can have bad nights, but if the energy isn't there,
don't quit.
Compounds it. And
don't
that's
quit.
What it looked like last night.
Don't quit. He quit last night, bro.
On transition layups, he's fumbling the ball out of bounds on wide open transition layups. By the way, Damo, wide open layups. He's cutting to the basket, fumbling the ball out of bounds. He looks disinterested in the post. Not only does he look disinterested, he looks disinterested on defense, and you can't win like that. You can't. Now, I expect.
Why is that, Chill? Why you think that is, though?
I don't know what to do with Anthony Davis, and that's the problem. I think that we're talking about a dude who I don't know if he's really that comfortable in his skin. I don't. And the reason why I'm saying that is because dudes like Shaq, Olajuwon, they were comfortable in their big man skin. They knew that, yo, I'm a big man. I play like a big man. I'm not sure Anthony Davis is comfortable in his big man skin. Because if he was, the effort that you see when you see 30 and 13, when you see 35 and 20, when you see stuff like that, I feel like I'm not expecting that to be on the regular. No, I'm not expecting 35 and 13 or 35 and 20. I'm not expecting that on the regular. But I expect him to do big man stuff and be comfortable doing it. And the energy always to be there as a big guy. And I'm not really sure if he's comfortable in his big man skin.
You know when the energy was always there? When he was a power forward.
You're gonna say that, but that's not an excuse though, Damo. That's not Damo. I'm gonna say this one thing to you, Damo.
You just regardless of
what position you're in. But no, I want to say something to you as a professional.
All I say is maybe.
No, I just want to say something to you as a professional. As a professional, Damo.
I agree with you. He's not comfortable. I've been saying that. All I'm saying is, Chill just said that. You had nothing to say. I'm agreeing with Chill. You're ready to cut me off and.
No, I don't agree with Chill either. I'm just saying, as a professional, it does wherever you're played, because again, that excuse is lame, because it ain't like it's a whole bunch of big bruisers running around the NBA. Most of the NBA big men are soft. You seen Rudy Gobert get put in the guillotine chokehold yesterday. So most of the NBA big men are not like they used to be, bro. Let's not make it seem like we got goddamn Shaquille O'Neal's running around the league now. We got Karl Malone's running around the league now. It's not like that no more, bro. The toughest dude you got to worry about is Embiid at the center position. So that's the toughest dude you got to worry about on a night-to-night basis. All them other dudes are right around AD size. The Evan Mobleys, the Jared Allens, the Nick Claxtons, all these other dudes, man. Them dudes is his size, bro. Come on, man. That's no excuse, man. That's no excuse, bro. And as a dude,
just let me ask. But as a professional, can you be real with me? You can have two guys that are around the same size, but if one guy wants to play physical and he wants to bump with you, it's a big difference. When you have
here's what I'm saying. That's no excuse, because now you're giving people a way to know that they can take you out of a game, meaning another coach. If I rough you up, if I play a certain way with you, I'm giving you a way to take you out of a game, right? So as a professional, bro, I'm gonna tell you the truth, bro. If I paid to go see that game last night, bro, I asked for a refund, man, watching AD, bro.
But remember, people paying
$400-$500 by the time they pay for their seats, the parking, the concessions, just to see that, to go see a dude quit, bro. Damo literally quit, bro. Literally went to the bench and put his head down and quit. And they zoomed in on this clown. It doesn't make, and I've seen this too many times, bro. And if I'm the Lakers and I got a 38-year-old LeBron James running around here trying to win a last championship, that guy ain't the dude I want beside him, because on a consistent basis, on a night-to-night basis, I can't legitimately look at him and say he's going to give me that effort every single night. Regardless whether he's playing hard, whether he's balling or not, he's not going to give me that effort every single night. But guess what? Sabonis will. Guess what? Sengun will.
Literally his second bad defensive game.
That's not his. No, I'm not saying that. Listen. You keep trying to hide behind that, bro. I hate that about you, bro. No, you hide behind that weak defense stuff, bro. I hate you. I literally hate you for that. I hate you, bro. Damo, I want you to remember that. I hate you.
All I'm saying is, this entire season, he has played bad twice defensively.
You hide behind that weak defensive stuff. I hate you, Damo. I hate you, bro. I want you to know I hate you for that, bro. I hate you for that, bro. Because you try to put AD in some type of, oh, well, if he's not doing it offensively, defensively, bro, don't tell that to LeBron James. Don't tell it to the owner who's paying this dude the highest salary in the NBA, damn near. Don't tell him that. Don't tell them that, hey, as long as you're here defensively, we're cool. No, they're expecting AD. They're expecting AD. Hold on. They're expecting AD.
I'm telling you, he cannot play like that.
They're expecting him to be the best.
I don't know what you
Damo, they are expecting him to be the best player on offense and defense every night. And you know what, Damo? Hold on, Damo. It's not something that's out of this world. It's something that Kevin Garnett was asked to be on a nightly basis when he was with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Am I lying, Morris Blackman? Was KG not expected to be the best player offensively and defensively for a decade for the Minnesota Timberwolves? And did he not show up and do it, Ron?
You right with the Timberwolves part. But on the Celtics, he wasn't asked to be the best offensive player every night because he was playing with.
He was old. He was old. AD is in his prime. We ain't talking about no old ass AD. So for example, we're not asking LeBron James to be the best player offensively, defensively.
Ticket. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
I swear,
you guys overvalue AD and you still undervalue LeBron due to his age. Look, Anthony Davis is not better than LeBron James.
Nobody's saying that.
Does that register for you guys? No, he's not. He has not played better than him this year. He didn't play better than him last year. He has not played better since they got together. Can we stop with this? He's not going to outplay LeBron. Not next year, not 10 years. He's not.
He easily can. He easily can.
He can, but he's not.
Yes, he can.
He can, but he's not. Ticket, he can. I agree with you. He can. He's not.
That's not the logic, though. That's not the logic, though. That's not the logic, though, Ron.
AD.
That's not the logic, Ron. The logic is that if we're talking about winning an NBA championship, the night you saw last night, that is unacceptable, Ron.
Unacceptable, bro.
Unacceptable, Ron.
If I'm LeBron James, I really want this Negro traded, Chill Town, because I'm like, yo, I'm doing. LeBron James had a triple double. Chill. I saw LeBron James at 38 years old, about to be 39, not quitting on defensive plays. Everybody said, "Oh, LeBron, he don't play D." Nigga, he 39. He can't do it every single possession. But you know what he did, Chill Town? When Sabonis had an easy layup, LeBron chased down all the energy in the world. Boom, give me that. Nope. No easy buckets like that.
Can I ask you a question, Chill? Chill, can you tell me who on the panel over the last couple of months, who has been up here glazing AD?
Who has been up here glazing AD?
Yes, last couple of months. Who's been openly just?
We need a real answer, Chill.
Let
me get this big screen ready.
I've been a AD apologist. Number one, I have 100%. Let's see. I think you've talked about him in a good way. Yes, you've talked about him in a good way. That's it.
And can I have conversation? Okay, but real quick, have I not repeatedly said AD is not the guy that y'all think he is? He's just not that guy. Have I not repeatedly said the expectations y'all putting on AD? I mean, I understand why y'all are so disappointed nightly because y'all expect him to be something that he's not.
You have said that.
And Ticket is sitting
but
here
they're
screaming.
saying that.
Hold on. I don't care what they're saying. I'm telling you.
No, Damo. No, do you know what I'm saying when I say that? No, do you know what I'm talking about? I say that, Damo. Damo. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Hold on.
Because you just sat here screaming that you hate me because this is what I do when it comes to AD. When I say my expectations of just be the best defensive player on the court every night and do what you can on offense. If what you can do for me is 25 and you're giving me 10, 11, 12 boards and playing phenomenal defense, that's great. When you're giving me 15, 16 and still giving me 10, 11 rebounds with great defense, I'm fine with those games. I'm not upset at those games. I always talk about our role players. Since day one, I've always told people the importance of the biggest thing for the Lakers is going to be the performance of LeBron James still being LeBron, Anthony Davis's defense, and I always talk about the role players need to be better. Austin Reeves needs to be consistent. D'Lo needs to be consistent. Rui needs to be consistent. These lineups, Christian Wood needs to be more consistent. Cam Reddish getting his confidence. I sit here blaming
that's not true, Damo.
I sit here blaming the coach.
This is why you, Damo. This is why Damo, brother to brother. Because I love what you bring to the table. Damo, I'm gonna tell you something. I love what you bring to the table. But you so wrong about this, bro. And I'm glad we had this conversation, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why you so wrong, bro. You keep talking about consistency with role players, bro. That's why they're role players and they're a different pay grade, bro. Because role players aren't consistent. The superstars are the ones that are supposed to be consistent on a night-to-night basis. That's why they get paid like superstars. You get paid like superstars because you're supposed to deliver on a nightly basis. A lot of times, the role players, they play better at home than they do on the road. Some role players switch up during the course of the season. They have good points and bad points, but you pay the superstars like you pay them because they're supposed to deliver on a nightly basis. They're supposed to give you something on a different level. Now, do you think that LeBron James would be satisfied with your assessment of AD? Or, if he's giving me 16 points and great defense, I'm cool. No, LeBron James wouldn't be satisfied with that because that's not why he got AD. He got AD to be the most dominant player offensively and defensively in the NBA to help him win championships. Yes, and this is not something that, and when I say y'all, I ain't talking about just you. I'm talking about this is something that Chilltown knows I'm not lying about this, that AD's team have put out here. When people have put Giannis and these other guys over AD's team, Rich Paul, Clutch, and AD have came out here and disparaged people and told people that they're capped for not putting AD over these dudes and said that AD is better than these dudes and would do more than these dudes, bro. So then when he plays like this, that is why people are so upset, because you can't come out here saying these lies and talking about we disrespecting AD, not putting him in these categories and saying this stuff about when AD shows you what he shows you again last night. You don't see this type of stuff from Giannis.
Saying, I don't want to admit that AD's not him. AD's not that guy. I literally sat here and said, I repeatedly said AD's not that guy. I've said that.
Man, it's
not
sad,
the guy
bro.
that you think that he is.
It's sad you give him so many excuses, Damo. You give him 100. You give him 100 ways out, bro.
He's not that guy. I'm giving him an excuse. That's insane.
I'm sorry, man.
I'm. This is insane to me. I need people to understand this. There is somebody telling me that I don't want to admit that Anthony Davis is not that guy. I sit here and say literally to the camera, to everybody, Anthony Davis is not that guy. And I'm giving him an excuse. Is this the
one more time, Damo? One more time.
Anthony Davis is not that guy.
Go play what he said to me. Go play what he said to me last year during the playoffs when I was cooking AD. When he said, AD that dude, and I'm riding with AD regardless. He that dude, and I'm riding with him regardless. Go play what he said during the playoffs last year when I was
regardless. I don't care. Me saying he's that dude, me saying he's not that guy is not me not riding with. I'm still gonna ride for AD. I'm still gonna be, as Chill said, an AD apologist, because y'all are not putting the right expectation. Y'all are expecting too much of a guy that doesn't.
So do you hold on? So you think So Damo, you think that I'm expecting too much of AD?
If you're expecting him to be the best player on offense and defense every night, yes.
Let me ask you this question. Okay, so let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question, Damo. Let me ask you this question. Damo, let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question, Damo. When LeBron James and those guys got to move to AD to bring him to LA, right now, because you remember Chilltown, the transition was supposed to happen like after they won the championship. The shift over to AD. Remember, after they won the chip, LeBron was saying, yo, this AD's team next year, I'm going to give it to AD. Chilltown, what do you and Mars think that the expectation for AD was supposed to be the year after they won the chip? It was supposed to be that AD is the leader of the team, that he's the dude that's leading them offensively and defensively on the team, and LeBron James can take the step back because he was getting older. That never happened because LeBron saw that AD wasn't that dude to take the reins like that. He's been trying to give it to him, Chill. The Negro don't want it.
AD
so they've been trying to push him to that.
Down and get hurt unexpectedly. From 2020 and before in his career, he was a relatively healthy basketball player, giving you 65, 60, 70 game seasons. He played consistently throughout his entire career. After they won a championship in a shortened season, a shortened stint, and the next season started, Chilltown, in 2 months, he started to get hurt, playing a different position everyone said he shouldn't play. He started to get hurt. His body started to break down. So, yes, I agree. He's not the guy that LeBron needed him to be, wanted him to be when in 2020. The plan was for him to age gracefully, decline gracefully, and AD take the reins. I said it when we got him. One, I was not the biggest fan of the AD trade originally. I thought we gave up too much. I was upset that we gave up Lonzo instead of Kuzma. I was like, I felt if we kept Lonzo, got rid of Kuzma, we would have been way better. But hey, man, everything don't happen the way you want it to happen. I was upset about that. But even with that, after 2020 won the chip, yes, I said him and LeBron is going to be the reverse Kareem and Magic in terms of one guy aging and the other guy taking the reins and being a star. Yeah. His body breaks down. It happens. These are human beings. Everybody don't recover the same way. Everybody's not the same after injuries. It's the
Ron, I'm gonna tell you something, Ron. This is one of the best things going on these YouTube streets, Ron.
Every night. He's not.
Ron, this is one of the best thing going. This is why I'm the best thing going talking basketball on these YouTube streets. I don't accept the type of bullshit that Damo comes up here and says every day. That's why I'm the best. I don't accept that shit. Okay. Damo comes up. Hold on. Damo comes up. Ron. Damo literally comes up here and shovels shit every single day, and y'all eat it. He shovels shit every day, and y'all eat that shit, Ron. And I refuse to eat. Hey, Ron, I refuse.
I thought it was chocolate. It's shit.
Nah, it's shit. It's shit, and he tries to put
Ticket. That's an okay ticket. No, he didn't. Number one, when they won the NBA chip, I'm not lying. No, there is no. You want to talk facts, Ticket? Do you want to talk facts?
Okay, he always had an injury history.
You want to talk? Okay, no, he did not. You want to talk facts, Ticket?
He came in the league. Lying ass.
No, this is okay, Ticket. You want to talk facts? Let's talk facts. How many years?
Y'all do some clowns.
How many years?
Y'all dudes lying just to talk shit, bro. Y'all dudes lying just to talk shit. Nigga been hurt since he came in the league, nigga. Stop lying, nigga.
Once again,
no, he has not been hurt since he came in the league. What are we talking about?
Damo, if I may, sir, if I may. So 6 of the 8 years, I think he played in New Orleans 7 seasons. 7 seasons. So 5 of the 7 seasons that he played in New Orleans, he averaged
on average, 68 games a night, 68 games a season. That's on average. It's almost 70 games a season. He wasn't hurt in the 18-19 season when they talking about trading him. They were shelving him. He wasn't hurt. That's number one. Number two, the year that they won the NBA championship, were you talking about LeBron James wanted to hand the reins over to him? What league, second in the league, in league MVP votes, led the league in assists, 25 a game, is handing over the reins to somebody else when you still arguably the best player in the game? Who's doing that? Nobody. Shut up and listen. Shut up and listen.
He said that. He said that. Shut up and listen. He said that. I ain't say that. He said that, nigga.
No, he didn't say that. Now, number two. No, he didn't. Shut up and listen. Now, number two. The next year, Damo. The next year.
You see what you did, Damo?
The training camp opens six weeks after they win the NBA championship. Anthony Davis is out of shape, and he gets hurt. That's why they lose in the playoffs, because if he doesn't get hurt, they end up beating the Phoenix Suns. The same thing happens next year because he's playing out of position, and he's got to put on more weight. We all know that. Last year, we saw what happened when he was healthy moving forward. I'm not making excuses for AD. These, in your words, are the facts. These
man,
are
you a lying ass nigga. Everybody in comment section say you a goddamn lie, man.
So
everybody in comment section say you a goddamn lie. You a goddamn lie, man. I don't respect that shit. Stop lying, man. I don't respect that. You gonna stop fucking lying. First of all, the man had an injury history since he came in the league. 64 games year one, 67 games year two, 68 games year three, 61 games year four. So the first 4 years in the league, the man didn't even play. The man didn't even play 70 games.
Keep going, Ticket.
I'm not finished yet. I'm not finished yet. I'm not finished. You talk, you listen, you talk, I listen. It's my turn, so set your ass up. I'm gonna put your own shit on you. So like I said, the buffoon had an injury history when he came in the league. In the last year he played for the Pelicans, he played 56 games. And let me keep cooking your sorry ass, right? So hold on. Wait a minute. Let me put some tricking in it. Hold on. I'm not finished with you. I'm not finished with you. So he goes to LA. They win the chip. LeBron James says that summer, that going into this year, this is AD's team. He said that.
There was no summer.
So stop lying.
There was no summer, Goofy. The NBA championship was in October. What are we talking about? There was no summer.
Ron, put up a poll, Ron.
Number one, there was no summer. They won the NBA championship in October. That was the bubble year. That's number one. Number two, why did you leave out, Ticket, how many games he played that year? Because he was on pace to play 70 games before COVID shut the season down. Why did you leave that out? Lying ass.
Chill, can I ask you a question? Chill, can I ask you a question?
You talking about the year he had that's all for t-shirt on and quit?
Real quick, Chill Sound. And Mars, Ron, I want to ask y'all a question too. What NBA player that plays 60+ games every year do we say has an injury problem?
Hold on. Talking about again.
I didn't take it. I asked those three people. I know your answer. I just wanted to ask.
Oh, you gonna ask the three niggas that go against you?
What do you mean? I'm not. You don't know that because they haven't spoken.
Damo, to answer your question, these many.
Cool. Mars, Ron, can y'all name me any player that's played 60 games repeatedly and we've considered them to be injury prone? Any player. Be honest. Let's not jump ticket.
Can I answer that?
Be real. Tell me some players.
Can I answer that?
Chat, let me hear it. What guys?
Can I answer that? I have to answer, Ron.
One could argue Steph Curry.
Keep going, Mars.
I don't know off the top of my head. There's a question.
No, Mars. I got you. So why?
What about Paul George?
Hold on, Mars. Let's keep going. So why?
Leonard?
Paul George. They consider him injury prone. Yes.
60+ games.
Paul George. Hold on.
Let me see. I'm looking up Paul George right now.
Joel Embiid is another one.
Paul George has routinely be considered injury prone. You know how many games Paul George be playing? From year 1, 61. Year 2, 66. Year 3, 79, 80, 6, 81, 75, 79, 77, 48, 54, 31, 56. And then this year he's played all 10 games.
And when did he start to be considered injury prone, Ticket? When?
From his first year in the league.
No, he was not. No, he wasn't.
Hold on. Time out. I'm talking about. He had the major injury when he broke his leg in half. He had injuries before that. You didn't watch Paul George.
That was 5 years into his league.
Joel Embiid plays 60 games and is considered injury. And
injury history. Thank you. Let's keep going. Hold on, Mars. Jamal Murray.
Does Steph consistently play 60+ games? Or has Steph ever even played under 60?
Well,
besides when he broke his hand?
2012, yes, and 2020, yes. 2018, he played 51, and then last year he played 56.
Okay.
But other than that, 80, 74, 78, 78, 80, 79, 79, 69, 63, 64. Those are the years he's all played above 60.
What about Chris Paul? Chris Paul has, I mean, at least during the latter part of his career.
So with Steph Curry, like you just mentioned, is that a false narrative with the games that you just brought up?
No, because I think you can get little injuries that make you miss 2 or 3 games here and there, and you end up only missing like 15 games, but you still got like 5 injuries during the season.
So being injury, there's a difference between being injury prone and being out, because it's different between being hurt and being injured. Like if you injured, you could go. If you hurt, you can't go. Those two things are not the same.
Look, guys, CP3 been injury prone.
Above 60 games.
Yes, he does.
So
again, I just wanted to speak on
Jamal Murray. We've considered him injury prone.
Paul George has only been considered injury prone since he got to the Clippers and proceeded to not play above 57 games to this point. This season he has 10, but last year was the most games he's played. Up to this point, he was considered injury prone then.
I can keep going.
Hold on. Anyone saying Joel Embiid, that's fine. He came into the league injured. He missed his first 2 years because he was injured. So the narrative of him being an injury-prone player, he's been that. So maybe that's an exception, but maybe that might end up being a false narrative because of the narrative placed on him from the beginning of his career. He came in from college injured. Everyone perceived him as an injured guy. His rookie year, he was on severe minute restriction and load managing, game management for his rookie year. They literally were playing him on. I'm not going to sit there and lie about the minutes, but I remember anyone that remembers when he first started playing, they were being very careful with him. So he came in.
I can keep going, Mark.
But Paul George turned into that. Just like with Anthony Davis, how Anthony Davis has turned into an injury risk. Paul George.
Okay, what about De'Aaron Fox?
To an injury risk.
What about De'Aaron Fox, Ron? Mars? He's been injury prone, right or wrong, Mars? What about Brandon Ingram? You want me to keep cooking your ass?
Wait. Go back to Fox. When have you heard of Fox being injury prone?
Every year he's getting hurt. What are you talking about?
Really?
Every single year, De'Aaron Fox is hurt this year, last year, the year before that.
His first season, he played 73 games. The next year, 81. Then 51, 58, 59. Then he played 73 last year. So, I mean, there's no consistency here. So I can understand why
De'Aaron Fox been hurt. Lord Jesus.
Okay.
Lord.
He played 2 years when
Brandon Ingram.
Brandon Ingram was hurt, and then he came up when he wasn't hurt.
Brandon Ingram, Ron. Brandon, y'all want names? I'm giving you names. Brandon Ingram.
I'm looking at him.
Am I lying?
Brandon Ingram might be a good one.
I rock 24s just like B.I. Brandon Ingram.
Brandon Ingram has played above 60 games 3 times.
And he's been considered injury prone, right?
In his 8-year career? That would make sense, right?
He's been considered injury prone, right?
In 8 years, you only managed to play above 60 games 3 times?
Yeah, y'all dudes, man.
Wait a minute. Ticket. 5 times in 8 years, you played under 60 games. 5 times in 8 years.
We got to think about it. We got to add the shortened season in there. That's one.
Okay.
Less games.
Okay, so let's take the shortened season out. How about 4 times in 8 years?
Also,
that season was a season he played above 60 games. So if you take
hold on. Also, you got to take the season where Also, you got to take the season where he played with the Lakers, where he got suspended all those games for punching Chris Paul in the face.
What the hell that got to do with being injured?
Okay.
No, I'm saying because of y'all saying under 60. But I'm saying he would have played. He would have played more games had he would have been suspended for some of those games. Remember, he got suspended at the beginning of that season for I think how many games he got suspended, Mark? I forgot.
I think it was 5.
5 or 10 games. Yeah, for that punch. Right. So chill. All I'm saying is this, bro. All I'm saying is this. That's my whole point, man. Bro, I'm asking you, Mars, do y'all think that the Lakers are paying AD? Do y'all think that the Lakers have the same mindset towards AD? And when I say the Lakers, I'm talking about the organization as Dama.
The suit you talking about.
Yes, they see AD as that dude. They see him as supposed to be that guy.
That's why they extended him. On
both ends. You're not just some defensive guy.
That's why they extended him.
They see that. They think he really supposed to be. Listen, Chilltown, you know I'm not lying, bro. If you go ask most NBA players, they will tell you it is a travesty that AD haven't won an MVP award in his career. And that's his fault. Not because of injury, but because of the fact that he hasn't been consistent throughout the season. He'll put stretches on Chill where he's killing. But then he'll have stretches like this where he's not. See what I'm saying, homie? That's all I'm saying to you, my G.
I just want to point out that the point I made and the thing that I said, and when I asked the question, which players routinely play 60-plus games and are labeled injury-prone guys? Ticket proceeds to name a player who has not routinely played above 60 games and is dubbed injury-prone. That doesn't even defeat my point. You're making my point.
CJ McCollum?
That would make a guy that would have
CJ McCollum
injury-prone. I'm agreeing with
CJ
you. I'm not
McCollum?
saying Brandon Ingram isn't. CJ McCollum.
Damian Lillard. Let's go
one at a time because you're just saying names and then you.
I'm giving you all the names. You asked me for names.
Okay.
Dame Dollar.
Let's check. Can I ask everyone up here? Is CJ considered an injury-prone player?
Yes. Nigga get hurt every year. Last year he hurt. This year he hurt. Go ahead, Mars. Mars, please do not lie, Mars. Please.
I'm looking at the games.
I don't care if you hate me, Mars. Please don't lie about this shit.
There's no way we're calling this injury prone. I don't know about injury prone.
Okay, Mars. Please don't lie, Mars. Think about it, Mars. Think about CJ McCollum's injury history, Mars. Think about the broken ribs that he had. Think about the collapsed lung that he had the other year, and he got it again this year. Think about all the other injuries CJ McCollum has had throughout his career, Mars.
Well,
NBA players get
I think a lot of these guys have become injury prone in recent years, but I don't think they've been injury prone their whole careers.
So you don't think CJ McCollum has been pretty much injury prone?
His whole career, no. Last few
no,
years.
He's in his whole career. Like the last 8 years, has he been injury prone, Mars?
I'd say like the last 3 years, maybe.
That's his whole career. How long CJ McCollum been in the league?
He's been in the league like 10 years.
11. He's been in the league 11 years.
I'd say like the last 3 years.
11, my bad.
Yeah, I'd say like the last 3 years. I think he's probably been.
In the last 3 years, he's played 75 games last season, 62 games in the 2022 season. He played 47 in the 21 season. And before that, 70, 70, 81, 80, 80, 62, and 38 his rookie year.
Yo, right quick. Before we go any further, I'm completely lost right now. I'm trying to figure out where we at. What's the point we're debating?
No. The point was this. The point was I'm proving that there was multiple players in the NBA, like Dame Dollar, who have played 60 or plus games, who have been who we say they're injury prone. Everybody in the chat room knows Dame Lillard been injury prone. How many years this dude don't got hurt for the Portland Trailblazers over and over again?
Ticket though. With that being said, and I agree with you actually, but basketball is just an injury-prone sport. It's hard to play 60 games. It's hard to be a starter and play heavy minutes and not get hurt.
Let me ask you a question, Ron. Hold on, because I'm about to annihilate your sorry ass right now too. So did the injuries? No.
I said I agree with you.
But nigga, ain't no buts. You said but.
But basketball is a gladiator sport. You're gonna get hurt.
No.
You're going. Ticket. You played a lot of basketball, right?
No, I'm saying, but
you are a vet. You are a vet. You go through knick-knack injuries every year, or injury. What's up?
I have one question for you. Did the injuries prevent Dame from still putting up damn near 30 a game when he came back?
When he came back,
nigga. Okay, then,
when he came back, or when he was playing?
Go find Bob somewhere in the salon trying to look like Monique, nigga. Go find Bob somewhere in the salon trying to look like Monique and tell him I said his ass better be ready November 24th, nigga. Right. Like I said, so Dame Dollar got hurt. Dame Dollar got hurt, Ron, and every single time he got hurt, he came back dropping 30. Look at his career. Look at his averages every single year. That didn't stop him from getting buckets. Whenever CJ McCollum got hurt, he came back dancing on niggas. That didn't stop him from getting buckets. Kawhi Leonard got hurt. Hold on, Chilltown. Kawhi Leonard got hurt all the time. What did Kawhi Leonard average for the last 7 years? He been hurt. Every time he come back, he's still putting up 25, 26 games. This is the only year Kawhi Leonard ain't been doing that since they went and got a nigga with titties. That's it. Every other year, Kawhi Leonard has been putting up since he left San Antonio. All those years he got hurt, he came back automatic getting buckets. Tell the truth. And shame the devil, nigga. And Damo, you going to hell, boy, with all that damn line you doing.
You're not even listening to anybody you're waiting to.
Well, hey, and you ain't even got gasoline draws. Nigga, you got kerosene draws.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Keep going.
Yo, so we talked a lot about AD, the Lakers, but I do want to highlight. And we talked a little bit about him, but I do want to highlight the Sacramento Kings. I'm assuming we all watched this game for the most part. Damo, you said you didn't really catch it too much.
I did. I caught it.
The Kings are electric, and I just obviously we got to highlight what Sabonis and De'Aaron Fox did. Sabonis had 29 points, 16 rebounds, 7 assists. A few steals. De'Aaron Fox, he had 28, 5 rebounds, 4 steals. Kevin Huerter also had an amazing game, 28 points, shot 6 of 11 from 3. But how are we feeling about the Sacramento Kings after last night? Ox told us that the Kings were going to kick the Lakers' ass, and the Kings proceeded to do that.
And they did from start to finish, Ron. From start to finish, they did. They got whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted. The shot selection was all there. It's obvious that De'Aaron Fox is the engine that makes that team go. I mean, they go as he goes, 100%. And when they play fast, they're even better. I understand why Mike Brown, I'm on record saying this. I understand why Mike Brown gets upset with Murray when he doesn't shoot the basketball, because when he shoots the basketball, a lot of times when he's open, he looks like he's going to knock it down. So he makes them a significant threat. And the Euro, Ron, I'm going to get his name right.
Vesenkov.
One more time,
Vesenkov.
Vesenkov.
You can just call him Sasha.
Sasha. That's what I'm thinking about. Sasha. He's fitting in with them. He's fitting in with them really well. But Sabonis is the guy that I thought was the difference. Is even though De'Aaron Fox is the engine that makes that team go, Sabonis came to play last night. He was livelier. He had a lot more energy. He was getting up and down the floor. He was on the backboard. He was at the rim. He was going to make AD work last night. And because he made AD work last night, and because he did the things he did around the rim, and they were trying to double and collapsing on him, that caused a lot of other guys to get open shots. Harrison Barnes is knocking down open shots. That team just came out last night with so much more energy. And because they came out with so much more energy, they just dominated the game from start to finish. And I think that was the difference in the game.
By the way, chat, yes, clears. But yeah, man, the Kings are they a problem.
They are, Ron. Yes, they are.
But so we've diminished AD for the last 20, 30 minutes. Everybody's acknowledged in some way, shape, or form that he underperformed, that he's not that guy, and X, Y, and Z. But how are we feeling about Sabonis right now? And I know one game doesn't change the narrative, but when you see somebody, when you see a guy dominate another top 5 guy at his position, it speaks volumes to how good they are. What's the narrative on Sabonis right now? How are we feeling?
I don't expect him to.
I feel how I felt 2 weeks ago. Sorry, I feel how I felt 2 weeks ago. But he's the same person, in my opinion. Now I don't know if he doesn't look like he's gone better. So I don't know. Good post scorer, good passer, fantastic rebounder. Defense is still not moving me. So what centers top 6, 7? I don't know. Nothing's really changed for me.
6 or 7, Mars?
I think he's top 6 or 7. You think he's lower than top 6 or 7?
No, I think he's much higher. But can you name me 7 guys that just debatably, like we don't have to debate it. I just want to hear the 7 guys that you think could be better than Sabonis.
AD, Joel Embiid, Jokic, Bam, Cat.
You said top 6, Mars.
Or 7, yeah.
Yeah, you said top 6, Mars. So he's right. I think he's in. I think he's right in that area.
If you wanted to say you value defense, maybe throw in Rudy Gobert. I don't know, but yeah, he's top 6 or 7. When I say top something, I go low end so that I'm not overrating someone. If I think someone's top 3, I'll say top 5. But top 5 seems to be less debatable. If I think someone's top 10, I'll say top 12, top 15. Unless like you're clearly top 10. I just go low end so no one can disagree with me and say, well, nah, he's not really top 10. He's really like 11. So if I just say top 15, you're not going to disagree, but I guess people still disagree.
I just think he's clearly top 5. I think like last year proved that. I think his skills and what he brings on the offensive end is only matched by 2 other centers. And then yeah, just the way this King offense runs through him. Like somebody said it last night, one of the announcers, they said Sabonis is actually the point guard of this team. No knock to De'Aaron, because De'Aaron cold and what he brings to the table, but the offense literally runs through Sabonis. and it's the best offense in the NBA.
I think he could be I think he could be a better scorer than what he actually shows. And I think he could knock down that mid-range. I'm not sure how much he trusts it. And I think that's a mental thing more than anything. But in terms of the dirty work, his ability to rebound, chase loose balls, that stuff I think that's big for him. However, the energy that he brings every night, and particularly against guys like Anthony Davis, against Joker, against Cat, I mean, it's unmatched. When you got that kind of energy, more than likely something good is going to happen, and he brings that. And then I think that's the difference between him and a lot of 5 men.
Yeah. In terms of De'Aaron, though, once again, De'Aaron bad.
He speeds them up, Ron. The reason why they play as fast as they play is because of him. He's the one who speeds them up, and they know exactly where to be when he's playing. When they play fast, and whether it's in the fast break or in the secondary break, Sabonis knows when he gets the ball to get it to him or to get it to somebody else, whether it's Harrison Barnes or Murray. But the engine is De'Aaron Fox. They play fast because of him. And when they start playing fast, it's pretty impossible to deal with that crew. It is.
Damo.
Phenomenal guy. So I have him as high as regards as I do. He's definitely proved me wrong in the past. I was one of the people in the last couple of years that had Ja Morant over him, but I've changed my tune definitely after the playoff run that he had and going into this season. My tune definitely changed a bit. Now that could be due to Ja not playing and things like that. And things have changed once he starts playing and getting highlight missed dunks and doing the Ja Morant thing. But De'Aaron Fox is a phenomenal player. I've already praised Sabonis. I like what I see from the Kings. They're a fun team to watch. One of the more fun teams to watch. I agree. De'Aaron definitely speeds them up. Yeah, I don't want to just be an echo chamber.
Dom, are you worried about the Kings?
Not really. I'm gonna be super honest. I'm not worried about any team when the Lakers are playing well. My biggest worry is the Lakers playing well. That's how I look at it.
So you think like at the Kings' best and at you guys' best, Kings came.
We're a better team. Yeah,
the Lakers are better.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Lakers are better.
When AD's playing like the best offensive and defensive player in the league, when LeBron is being LeBron, and when our guys are rolling, guys are hitting shots, and everything is going for us, I don't think there's a team that can beat us, honestly. But the problem is it is so hard to consistently be that team. And when you start every game losing by double digits and have to claw every game back from double digits, it's just the consistency is hard to come by. But
yeah, no doubt. But that's like my next question though. Is over a 7-game series, players are going to have their ups and downs. Teams are going to have their ups and downs. It's going to be lapses. So over a 7-game series, do you trust you guys to play more consistent than the Kings over that period?
Yes, I do. I can understand someone wants to put that to bias, but I've said it religiously. If Anthony Davis and LeBron James are both playing like the best 2 players on the court, I got us winning. So yeah, as long as those 2 guys are consistent and we can get 2 other guys playing consistently well offensively, I feel like I like us any night against any other team. The problem is either Anthony Davis not being that guy, LeBron not playing like himself, and relying on shots that aren't falling, and then the role players being inconsistent offensively, D'Lo not getting you anything. But if we're having nights where LeBron and AD are rolling, AD is locking things down in the defensive end, Austin Reeves and D'Lo are both giving you efficient 15 to 20 points each or in that range each, and then everybody else just rebounds, we're good. But the Kings are a tough matchup for anybody. I'm not saying it's easy pickings. I'm not saying us and 4 or anything like that. I just got confidence in my team. But the Kings are a phenomenal team.
And the difference is that you've seen that from Anthony Davis. And he's got to know, Damo, that, they need me to do this in order for us to have a shot to win every night. They need me to play like this. I ain't saying 35 and 20. I ain't saying 30 and 18, but I got to be better than 20 and 11 and 1 block. I got to be better than that. I have to be.
Fair.
And he has to know that. There's no way he doesn't know that in order for us to get to where we're trying to go, I have to be dominant. Otherwise, we're not going to win. He has to know that.
Yo, now would be a great time for everybody to go ahead and like the video. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button, do that right now. We talked about the Toronto Raptors, but it was a couple things I wanted to mention. Have you guys seen how good Scottie Barnes has been playing? And last night he had a great game. They got smacked by the Bucks without Giannis, but he turned in 29 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists. I think he's averaging like 20, 10, and 6 or 7 assists this year. How are we feeling about Scottie right now?
Scottie's playing great, and I'm not gonna let you get away with not playing the intro for Grady.
Oh, it's coming. I got it right here.
I'm about to say, you still never played it. But,
it's coming right after this.
But Scottie's been hooping. Scottie's been a hooper for real. This is the jump that people have been wanting. I've been wanting. I want to say the first 2 years of his career was much of a plateau. Good player. He just didn't make too many developments. At least from what I've seen, I didn't watch too many Raptor games. I'm not gonna make it seem like I'm the Raptor savant. But his first 2 years relatively seemed like he plateaued. So the expectations for the potential was like were there, and he's starting to show more of it. I'm liking what I'm seeing from him.
That was the 21 draft class.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I was wrong.
Yeah, I want to say so.
I thought Toronto made a mistake.
Draft.
I was wrong. I thought Toronto had made a mistake. I thought that they should have taken Suggs over Scottie Barnes, and yeah, I was absolutely wrong for that. And the consensus on Scottie Barnes, because he was down here at Florida State, and I saw him a couple of times, and in the words of Ticket, he didn't jump off the screen. I wasn't that impressed with him coming out, but when he gets to the league with the game being more wide open, plus him being the defender that he is, he's actually been a really good player. I just don't know what they're doing up in Toronto. I think that's the problem. I have no idea what they're doing.
They actually have looked a lot better this year than we all kind of expected. They're 5-6 right now. Pascal's had some good games. Scottie's had some good games. OG had a good game or two.
Schroeder's been playing well too.
Yeah. And then they got this other guy that they drafted last year. And I'm gonna go ahead and play this intro for you guys so you can really see how they feeling about him. One more time.
Damo, he's got to come out to that every time now.
Every time that he has to come out. Mr. Big Dick Energy.
He has to come out to that every time.
Intro, man.
You can't announce to me no other way now. Anywhere I go, I got to come out to that. That's got to be my intro now.
The name is NBA Canon. That's official NBA Canon now. Mr. Big Dick Energy. The Big Dick. I love it. Oh, wow, that was crazy.
No, it wasn't. No,
that wasn't crazy.
Focus, Damo. Focus, Damo. I'm thinking about the intro. This is now my theme music. When I come out, this is how I'm coming out. Period. Yes, I did say that. Focus. This is how I'm coming. This is if you're looking for me. Yes. I'm coming like this right here. Yep. Yes, sir.
That's insane.
Oh my god. Absolutely. My fault, chat. My fault. That was wild. My bad, chat. I gotta focus.
All right. I guess reeling it back in. Coming back. Let's bring it back. We had some other games last night. Luka and the Mavs took care of business against the Wizards. Anybody want to speak on this?
No.
I do want to speak.
Bilal Coulibaly.
Hey, I was just about. Hey, and that was the agenda I was ready to push, Mars. I'm glad you brought him up. It's time to put him in the starting lineup over Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole needs to come off the bench, get more to go back to his true roots that he was on the Warriors. He was best utilized as a sixth man. Let's get him back to doing that because he's just normal. There ain't been no pool party. This is insane. The pool is dry. The pool is closed. The pool is empty. He looks like a normal guy out there. Start Bilal. Bilal has been hooping.
As someone who's been active on Wizards Twitter, because they're giving me the scoop on games that I'm missing, because I'm trying to keep in touch, but there's other teams I'd rather watch than the Wizards, so I haven't watched as much as maybe I should. Mm-hmm. The consensus seems to be the 4 best players in the team are Kuz, Avdia, Daniel Gafford, and Bilal Coulibaly. That seems to be the consensus going around in the Wizards Twitter circles. And Wes Unseld Jr. is the worst coach in the NBA. That seems to be the consensus going around. So, in my humble opinion, I think you probably should start your 4 best players. At least defensively, Avdia, Coulibaly, and Gafford is very good, in my opinion, because I like Avdia's defense. Always liked his defense. Coulibaly's coming in and playing fantastic defense as a rookie. Seems to be shooting the ball better than everyone anticipated, including me. Daniel Gafford, from a rim protection standpoint, has been one of the best rim protectors in the NBA. Now, the guard defense with Tyus Jones and Jordan Poole is cooked, but I think that seems to be probably the direction they should go. And if that means Jordan Poole off the bench, so be it. I mean,
is Jordan Poole quite possibly just a rotation player, a really good rotation player?
Yeah. This is
because maybe I'm wrong in thinking that him being on a bad team where, you know, he gets all the shots, he can be an elite scorer in the game. Maybe he is just a really good rotation player.
You know what's funny? I remember back in the day, me and my mans, we after basketball practice, we'll be going playing 2K, 2K13, 14 type stuff. And we'd be like, man, I know if J.R. Smith got his own team, he can give anybody 30 any given night. This is who Jordan Poole is. Jordan Poole this is what happens if you give J.R. Smith his own team. This is what happens. He looks normal. Jordan Poole, everyone said he's James Harden. Everybody said, even try to say he's Lou Will. That's even Bradley Beal. I even got goaded into it. The new Gilbert Arenas situation. He is J.R. Smith. And that, no slight to JR. JR is a phenomenal 6-man, phenomenal role player. Any team will be lucky and would love to have him in this heyday on their team because he's providing buckets. But J.R. Smith on his own team is what we're seeing from Jordan Poole. I'm not impressed. Ticket, you here? Because you was I know you've said it before that he's played trash. I just want you to do like how you do me with AD, and every time he plays bad, I want you to say he played bad. Because I can remember the last couple times I brought up Jordan Poole, you've admitted wholeheartedly, hey man, he has not been it. I was wrong, but I want you to be wrong every time he plays bad, because apparently I have to do that with the players I like. So yeah, I want to hear you talk about how bad Poole was again. Ironic, he's not there.
But yeah, speaking of Jordan Poole, though, this is, and it could just be a simple situation like I've mentioned in the past. Certain players play better with better players, and certain players look a whole lot better when they have their own unit. For instance, Russell Westbrook. When he has the ball in his hands all game, he looks like he could be one of the better players in the league. When he plays with other players, doesn't necessarily look terrible, but you don't get the same Westbrook that you would get when he's on the Thunder by himself or when he's on the Wizards with, you know, other players that you don't know. Could that be the case with Jordan Poole?
Yes.
He wasn't that good anyway.
You don't think so?
Do you not remember how I was about Jordan Poole back when I was a Warriors fan? I was always Tyler Hero was better. Anthony Simons was better. I was Tyrese Maxey. I always had him at like the bottom of the list. People were praising him because he was putting up 20 on the Warriors and pool party, third splash bro. I wasn't that high on him because his decision making was terrible and he was one of the worst defenders I've ever seen. Now, I don't think he's a bad player, but I wasn't that high on him. So now, did I think he'd average more than whatever he's putting up in Washington? Sure, because I thought he'd take more shots. But I think he probably just doesn't care. I mean, he said it. His legacy's set with the ring. He's got the money. Now he could just play basketball. What does he have to prove? He's getting paid $30 million a year for the next 4 years. That's generational wealth. He's already got a ring, so no one can say, "Oh, he hasn't won anything." He's already won. So what's he playing for, other than just the love of the game?
And to prove that maybe I can be a really good NBA player over the course of my career and not just be a front runner. Like I was only good for like a year or 2 years.
Prove to who? To prove to
so maybe to myself that I could be a good player. For
I don't think he lacks self-confidence. I think he believes in himself regardless. I think he's going to put up 2 points a game and believe in himself. I think he just and this might be me assuming or making assumptions based on a few things he said.
Right.
But I think he's just content, and I don't think there's anything wrong with being content. I mean, like, he got to the NBA when he got drafted. People said it was the worst draft pick in the class. People didn't think he was a first round prospect. He then ends up contributing to a championship team, averaging 20 on that championship team. Gets paid $30 million a year for 4 years. That's money no one ever thought he was probably going to be able to make. People were questioning if he was even going to be in the league. He was in the G League his first 2 seasons.
Right.
He's now at this point. He's now on his own team after winning a championship. He probably doesn't have anything to prove. Like, he's probably just chilling. He's just going to go out there and hoop. And whatever happens, happens. They win 10 games, cool. They win 50 games, cool. Like, he's already achieved what he said.
So if that's true, then Mars, after this contract is up, then why don't you just quit? If that's the case.
Because you can still make more money.
So you're just hanging around. I really ain't that good. I mean, it's not that I'm not that good. I've already made the money. I mean, what am I doing here then? If I don't want to be one of the best players that I could possibly be, I'm just here now. I'm collecting a check. I'm on bad teams. I already won an NBA championship. I made a bunch of money, and whatever people say about me, it doesn't matter because, you know, I'm straight with who I am.
The NBA is a job. He probably loves playing basketball, but if he can get paid $20 million while doing it, yeah,
it is a job. Well,
I do go to LA Fitness or play in the NBA for $20 million and still put forth the same energy because I'm just hooping. Like, it doesn't make a difference. I just assume it doesn't really make much of a difference to him whether or not he's winning anymore or not. He's just, I'm getting paid. I've already won. That's just based on what he's already said. So maybe I am still jumping to conclusions, but he did say his legacy's already set with the ring.
At this point, we're all jumping to conclusions, Morris. And I guess he didn't really show signs of this in Golden State, but I mean, I would just assume he would play tougher, I guess. I don't know. Like, I would assume he would have a little more grit. I would assume he would look like he, you know, wants to actually be out there and, you know, make better decisions. But once again, people show you their true colors. Sometimes you just don't want to
some people
fully buy into it.
Some people don't like aspire to be Michael Jordan. Some people just want to get. Some people just want to get their family out of whatever situation they're in. Financially support their family, then have their kids set, and then if you win, that's a bonus. Maybe Poole's already achieved what he set out to achieve. Because I'm assuming when he was at which Michigan school?
Michigan.
Okay. When he was there, I'm assuming like people probably told him he should probably go back for another year because he didn't look like an NBA player. The Warriors took a chance on him. He wasn't great as a rookie when he did play in the NBA. He was in the G League. The second year, he got minutes towards the end of the season. Still didn't look great. No one could foresee, oh, Jordan Poole's going to be a key contributor to a championship team next season. No one thought that was coming. Then it happens. Like, maybe he just doesn't have the desire to be the all-time great other people want him to have the desire to be. I know plenty of people who have just the desire was just, I want to make it pro just so I can support my family. And if that's the bad thing, sure, I mean, whatever, but not everyone has the same Kobe Bryant desire. Not everyone has that. And that's what makes them people stand out and why they achieve what they do. Some people just don't care for that. Like, I'm sure if you go look at a random role player, maybe Nicholas Batum doesn't have the desire to be Michael Jordan. Who knows? Like, these players, not everyone's built like that. And that's what makes the ones who are built like that stand out. And that's why they get the praise. But expecting everyone to be built like that, I think is just unrealistic.
And there's plenty of guys in the league, to your point, Mars, there's plenty of guys in the league that are who they are and recognize that and say, all right, maybe I could play 10 years and make this amount of money and I'm done. And I'm probably never going to be an all-star. I'm never going to be an all-NBA performer. I'm never going to be on a championship team. But if I could play 10 years and make, I don't know, $90 million and I can take care of my family, so be it. I don't have to be an all-time great. That's fair. I can get with that.
And to the person calling a cop-out, I'm not saying it's fine for him to play bad. I'm not saying that. I'm saying maybe he just doesn't care as much as you think he should care.
Not everybody loves it, yo.
You need to stop. People need to stop viewing an explanation of something as excusing it. Reality doesn't change whether or not I give it, whether I say it's good or bad. Reality is reality. Me saying, oh, well, this is good and this is bad doesn't change that it happened. Murder is bad. If I say, well, murder happens, that doesn't mean I'm validating murder and saying it's a good thing. No, I'm saying it's reality of life. People kill people. It's a bad thing, but hey, people kill people. We got to live with that reality. It is what it is. Me saying Jordan Poole is maybe not playing great because he doesn't care. It's not me excusing him not playing great. I'm saying it's possible he just doesn't care. That doesn't make it okay. I've never given my opinion on how I feel about it, but the reality of the situation is maybe he doesn't care. That's the reality. You guys need to stop putting your opinion on reality and acting like that changes the reality. I haven't given my opinion on how I feel about it, other than what I feel his mindset is. I haven't given my opinion on how I feel about his mindset. I haven't done that. So stop acting like I'm giving someone an excuse or excusing them for whatever. I haven't excused anything. I'm just saying how I view the situation and not how I feel about the situation in terms of how I view it. So please,
it's the same logic, Mars, with people who try to put, when I talk, you know, people put words in my mouth. Like, for example, Ron, I'm sure you saw Phoenix smoke Minnesota last night. I'm sure you saw that. And everybody is not many people are talking about how good KD is. And there's never been a question about KD's skill set and how good he is, right? My logic has always been with KD over the last 4 years is that there's a lot of tread on the tires. And because there's a lot of tread on the tires, he's starting to break down. The skill set is still there. He's still super duper nice. But the fact is, KD over the last 4 years is starting to break down. If you remember, I believe it was in late December, early January last season when he was in Brooklyn, KD, up until before he got hurt, I think he was like 60, 55, 87, something nuts like that. And he had done that, the exact same thing the year before that, which validates the idea that the skill set is still there. KD still can get to his spots because KD doesn't play. His game isn't predicated on athleticism and flight. KD's game is predicated a lot on skill. So KD can still get to his spots, right? And he did that last night in Minnesota against a really tough Jaden McDaniels. Now, I will say they were in a dogfight the night before, literally. And I think that had something to do with the outcome of last night's game.
Yeah, they might have been a little choked up last night.
They were in a dogfight the night before. Now, I think but that doesn't take away from how good KD has been playing. That doesn't take away from how good KD still is. The idea that KD is still the same dude that he was years ago is ridiculous simply because he's breaking down. He's still got the goods, though. That Phoenix team, the thing that I'm concerned about more than anything is in the interior. I'm not a fan of Nurkic as your best interior defender. I do not like that at all. I think they really miss Ayton. I think they miss his rebounding, and I think they miss his paint presence. I really think they miss that. They've gotten good minutes out of Eric Gordon, really good minutes out of him, and Grayson Allen, who, despite the dirty player, quote unquote, that he is, he does give good minutes, and he can knock down open shots. He'll go through stretches where, you know, he'll miss a lot of shots. But when he was in Milwaukee, I thought he had the easiest job in the NBA. All you got to do is be a solid defender and knock down open shots. Well, he's kind of in the same position in Phoenix, only except he's doing that now. He's actually knocking down open shots and playing solid defense. So, I mean, this Phoenix team, Devin Booker, what else can I say about Devin Booker except Devin Booker is the goods? Devin Booker is absolutely the goods. I mean, he looks like he can get wherever he needs to get. Not only does he need to get where he needs to get, he's effective at that. I still think that this lead guard situation is going to be a problem moving forward. I think they need to shore that up. But overall, they look good last night. They look damn good.
Chill, you mentioned a lot of bench players for the Suns. Yeah. I also want to shout out Drew Eubanks, one of the better backup bigs in the NBA. He's played consistent this year. He was good last year. If you guys haven't tapped in, check out Drew Eubanks. But in terms of Devin Booker came back last night. Bradley Beal was supposed to make his return. Unfortunately, due to his back injuries and whatnot, he didn't return. But Devin Booker and Kevin Durant both had 31 points last night. They shot extremely good. KD shot 73 from the field. Devin Booker shot 54 from the field. The team as a whole shot great from the three-point line. So the Suns look good. Wolves, on the other hand, like I said, they still looked a little choked up. They didn't look too good last night. Thoughts on this game, Mars, Damo, Ticket?
It was over the first quarter.
I was just about to ask you guys. Is this back situation with Bill worse than what I think it is?
I think every time someone has a back problem, I think it's worse than what people think it is.
I know.
Those back injuries are nothing to play with. Someone has a back injury. I told them to stay out as long as possible because I don't think you should come back if you ain't 100%.
I got some breaking news for y'all. The Lakers may make a move to trade for Zach LaVine and Alex Caruso. Being reported right now on Bleacher Report by Marstein. The Lakers right now are interested in trading for Zach LaVine and Alex Caruso.
Well, they'll win the championship if they get both of them for a good price.
I don't think that's
what's a good price?
Anything that isn't AD and LeBron.
Oh, that's not a good price.
Mars is high on Caruso, bro. He's high on Caruso.
Even though he got games yesterday by Paolo.
Have you watched Alex Caruso? He might be the best.
No. I watched him, but I mean,
how Mars feel about him, I feel the same way.
No, but I heard you said that you said he shouldn't be in those discussions because he played limited minutes.
Yeah, Trill used to be a hater, man. I remember he was hating on him for making all defense.
Absolutely. The fact that he only now be clear. As an on-ball defender, fantastic. I don't like the fact that he only played 22 minutes a game, though. I don't like that. He need to be playing more. That's my only issue.
Chill, but that's on their coach, though. He should be playing more than Kobe White. He should be playing more than Kobe White, and he should be playing more than who else? Who's the backup point guard over there? Ayo. He should be playing more than both of them. They have him at the 2. I think Caruso he can run the 1. I'm not saying he's just a crazy passer or playmaker or anything like that, but he can play next to Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan at the 1. I would essentially cut their minutes and play Caruso's more, especially if he's more effective on the defensive end. And on offense, Caruso's not that bad. He's a good slasher.
Yep.
He
can knock down.
He can knock it down. He's not bad on offense. It surprises me that they're just not playing him more.
Mars likes his on ball defense. I know what he likes. The pressure he puts on the point that disrupts other teams' offenses. How he is in the passing lanes. How he is just as a one-on-one defender. No, I like Caruso, bro. I'm not gonna say I don't like Caruso. Caruso, that was a great pickup for the Lakers when they got him. I just think that I don't think he can handle a bigger role as far as 30-something minutes. I don't think that's him. I think he's good in the minutes he had. He bring the energy in the minutes that he had. I think he's one of those type of players. One of those type of players that play around 22, 23 minutes, but gives you all the energy you need in those minutes. I think that if you expand his minutes, you will lessen his impact. That's how I feel about him, just him. Because I feel like he puts so much energy in the game. It's impossible to play all those minutes and be that way the entire game and being as effective as he is. He's a great guy. When he comes in the game, if he's off the bench, he comes in with that energy, boom. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get that 20, 25 minutes a night. But to me, if you start him and try to do like they're trying to do Alex Caruso now, I mean, not Alex Caruso, what's the boy they just put back to the bench for the Lakers?
Austin Reeves.
Austin Reeves. Yeah, I think that you'll have a, you know what I'm saying? I think myself too. I think we kind of looked at Austin Reeves in a different aspect because how he played, and then when they tried to put him up there to that level, he wasn't ready for that. He was built for where he was at. So I think that Caruso, chill. When you said that, oh man, he doesn't do it in much time. I think that he does it in the time he's supposed to do it. I think like for the year they won a championship, they used him perfectly. He did it in the time he's supposed to do it. Good, Damo.
If there's a chance of us getting LaVine and Caruso, all I gotta say is, if the package isn't D'Angelo Russell, Cam, what was it, Gabe Vincent, and like Taurean Prince, I'm gonna be a little sad. I would love to have Caruso and Reeves. That'd be a dream come true.
You're gonna have to give up. You're gonna have to give up Cam Reddish. Damo, you're gonna have to give up D'Lo. You're gonna have to give up.
That's fine.
No, I'm just saying you're gonna have to hold on. If you want Zach LaVine, you're gonna give up Austin Reeves. You're gonna give up D'Lo. You're gonna give up for Caruso and him. Think about this: for Caruso and LaVine, you have to give up D'Lo. You have to give up Austin Reeves. I'm not. You think I'm giving you Zach LaVine? D'Lo and Austin Reeves. I'm giving you Caruso and LaVine. No, you're getting an all-star and you're getting like one of the best on-ball defenders in the league. So you're giving me D'Lo, Reeves. I may try to test your gangster and see if I can get Roy Hachimura.
I would rather give up D'Lo
because the Lakers ain't got no picks.
If we're getting Zach,
no.
If we're getting Zach LaVine,
but you're gonna have to give up Reeves. You're going to have to give up Reeves. You're gonna have to give up Reeves. Chicago ain't doing that. Chicago not doing that.
Well, I didn't know you worked for their front office. I don't know what they'll do. I personally,
I'm
just saying, I'm trying to give up D'Lo, Rui, Vincent, and Prince. I'm throwing that package out there.
Mars is saying that it don't matter. Mars is saying if you get LaVine and you get Caruso, as long as you have a AD on the team, you good to go. All them other dudes you talking about, and I agree with Mars on that. Like, listen, Hachimura, he can go. Austin Reeves, so what I'm saying, he can go. D'Lo, he can go. If I'm making a deal, because I'm getting back an all-star Zach LaVine.
I think they're taking peanuts. Man, listen, and it was a situation where it didn't work. I understand the gravity of it. I just sat here and watched James Harden get traded for 14 small forwards. And again, some of them were serviceable. Others were just trash. And some have yet to prove anything. So I've seen teams take peanuts for a guy that's pretty dang good, given the situation. And if this Bull situation is as bad as people say it is, with the game 1 team meeting, who knows how bad this situation truly is, and they just don't want to get a pick out of it. If they can be like, okay, we want multiple draft picks in a year. If we can get a pick out the Lakers, which I believe we have a pick to give up,
I think you have 2.
If we can give a pick up, then boom. I'm pretty sure they will take that. I don't think they're going to take. They're going to just need to take a haul of guys because I think they're going to blow it up, and I don't think they're going to be one of the teams to blow it up and be competitive.
Billy Donovan's not stupid because Lakers got young guys. Damo, they got young assets.
I'm looking at Max Christie and Jalen Hood-Schifino.
D'Lo
definitely.
Mars, all the stuff you talk about, D'Lo still can give you 19, 20 points a game. And he's young. So that's one thing. Hold on, that's one thing. Austin Reeves, they looking at Austin Reeves like, okay, we can just swap him with Alex Caruso. No problem. Boom. Then you're looking at, okay, well, what else makes the deal good for the LaVine part, right? Because he's an all-star. That's giving you what, 25? I mean, how much is averaging this year, Mark? 25? Like 25 points a game, 26 a game. So you're looking at a guy like LaVine. Damo, I'm not giving you Zach LaVine and Chilltown. Please think about this. If I'm the Chicago Bulls, I am not giving you Zach LaVine. If you're not giving me D'Lo, forget Austin Reeves. So we talking Austin Reeves just for Caruso. But if you're not giving me D'Lo, Hachimura, and Cam Reddish, we ain't got no deal.
Yo, they call me. They call me and they say, they say that. I'm saying yes so fast.
Damo, that's a good deal.
I'm trying to keep Cam Reddish, to be honest. I'm trying to keep Cam Reddish.
No, but you can't. Hold on. But would you give him up if push came to shove? Would you give him up for Zach LaVine?
I think if I offer them Max Christie instead, I think they take it.
Hell no.
Hell
they're
no.
trying to rebuild. You think they're not taking a young player over Cam Reddish?
On a rookie?
No, because Cam look better right now.
Hell, I'll give you Max Christie and J Hood, 2 young people.
Yeah, I'd give up both. Deal. I'd give up Max Christie and Jalen Hood-Schifino before Cam Reddish, and I think the young players.
Ain't no way, man. If I'm the Bulls, man.
In my opinion, I don't think the Lakers have anything good enough to offer for those 2 players. But we just throw the Lakers into every trade machine. So
no, I'm saying no. But you don't think. Hold on. You don't think D'Lo good enough?
They have nothing I want.
Well, hold on. D'Lo fits a need because Lonzo Ball's done. So D'Lo comes in. He's trying to win
games. They don't need someone to.
No, I'm saying no. I'm saying they are trying. I think they are trying to win games.
Get Amen Thompson.
No, I'm saying I think they are trying to win games, but I think the Bulls, and we don't even talk about the Bulls a lot, but I think they can recalibrate Mark and Damo. I think what the Bulls can do is first of all, they need to get a point guard in there. So if you get D'Lo in there, now what that does is, okay, we got D'Lo and DeRozan. We setting that right there. Then we bring Austin Reeves in there. I like D'Lo, Austin Reeves, DeRozan. Then if we bring Roy Hachimura in there, we maybe can put him at the 4 and play him beside Vucevic.
No one is arguing that trade package. All I'm saying is, you're saying if it's not Cam Reddish, no deal. Someone just put it in the chat. I personally think, and maybe this is just me being a biased Laker fan, I think D'Lo, Rui, Max Christie, and Torian Prince is good enough. I think that's a good enough package. Yes, Torian Prince.
I like the Lakers roster enough, and I think once again I've said this before. I think y'all are deep enough. They're deep enough to the point where you guys can give up a combination of any 3 to 4 players aside from LeBron and AD and be all right. D'Lo can go. Still got Gabe Vincent. Get Alex Caruso. Cam Reddish can go, and you can give up Max Christie and Hood-Schifino. You still got people you can play on the wing. And then you're obviously getting Zach back. So you have Jared Vanderbilt. You have Rui, which I'm a lot higher on Rui than a lot of guys. I think Chicago should be drooling over Rui. I think Rui can come over there and really go crazy. Be like a probably not your first option, but a very good second option. And the Lakers just got a lot of pieces. And on top of that, we haven't.
No, Ron. He'll be a third option, Ron. He'll be a third option. Or fourth. He'll be actually a fourth option because if you think about it, if they do that deal, you'll have D'Lo still. He's over Roy. Then you still have DeRozan. He's over Roy. Then you still have Vujacic. He's over Roy. So, he'll be a fourth option over there. So, but that's still – look, listen, bro. If I'm the Bulls, I would do that. That makes the Bulls better. Does it not, Chilltown? Like, if they get D'Lo at point, that takes the point guard they don't have and gives you a point guard now who's made an all-star team before. Mm-hmm. Then you get Austin Reeves. I think that gives Austin Reeves a better chance to grow. He doesn't have to keep being under the LeBron and AD shadow. He get a little better chance to grow over there. Then you get Roy Hachimura. That gives him a chance to grow beside Vujacic, play the 4. And then you get, you still got DeRozan over there. So I think that makes them better than what they are right now. I think that it fills in the gaps of positions they need to get rid of those two guys in LaVine and Caruso. But the one thing, Chilton, I don't agree with Mars is, Mars said something yesterday that I totally think that Mars is full of shit. He said that if he thinks if Austin, any team Alex Caruso goes to that's a contender, he'll pick them to win the championship. I don't believe that. I don't think Alex Caruso is that much of a dial mover to put a team over the top. But I don't think so.
Well, first of all,
because you just said it right now. You just said it with the Lakers. You said like if the Lakers got LaVine and Caruso, you're picking them to win a chip. Like I don't think that Caruso does that. I don't think he puts a contender over the top. Because you said that yesterday. You said any contender he go to, whether it be the Bucks or one of these teams, you think that puts them over the top to win a chip. I disagree with that. How y'all feel about that?
I don't like giving up all of that stuff for Zach LaVine. I'm not really feeling that in terms of all of those rotation guys. I'm not really feeling giving up all of those guys for Zach LaVine. And it's still early in the season, so I'm not really sure what the Lakers are going to look like in another month. This deal may still be available in another month or before the trade deadline. I'm not sure. And the Chicago Bulls, they look like they're about to have a fire sale. But Alex Caruso, absolutely. When you got arguably the best perimeter defender in the league on your team, and you are a championship contender, when you add that 100% makes you the favorite. When I don't care who it is, if the Lakers put Jaden McDaniels on their team, they would be the favorites to win it. If the Philadelphia 76ers put Jaden McDaniels on their team, they'd be the favorite to win it. 100%. If the Boston Celtics, why the Boston Celtics favored to win it? They just got Drew Holiday. That's a big deal when you got one of the best perimeter defenders, if not arguably the best perimeter defender on your crew. That's a big deal. That pushes you guys over the top.
I want to talk about Caruso on each of these contending teams. So I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna go around the five. I would say five contending teams that could possibly be in play for Caruso. Some might not, but let's just talk about his fit on these teams. So obviously we're talking about the Lakers. How does he look on the Lakers next to? Let's say it's no Zach. Let's say it's D'Lo, Caruso, Bron, AD, and Rui, if you will, or Jared.
You get to keep all those guys and add Caruso.
If you keep all those guys, it's different, Ron. But I'm saying you're not.
Well, I'm just talking about just strictly for Caruso. No Zach LaVine, but Caruso.
He don't put him over the top. It's full of shit.
He doesn't. If it's just Caruso on that team.
If you take Caruso, wait, which team again? I'm sorry.
So what we doing, Damo? What we doing is that we taking Zach LaVine out the deal and we getting Caruso over
just for Caruso. I'm about to say J Hood and 2 picks. Is that not enough for Caruso?
And but he's saying no. He's saying it's the Lakers championship contenders.
Wait a minute. Let's say that's the deal, Damo, and you get J Hood and 2 picks, and now you got Rui. You get to keep Rui. You get to keep D'Lo.
Keep everybody and add Caruso.
And add Caruso.
They'd be my pick to come out.
I'm about to say that.
Man, y'all on drugs, man. Y'all on drugs, man.
Ticket, you being a basketball guy, you know, and you being a big man, you know how important a rebounder is.
No, but they need more than that. No, their need is different than that, bro. Their need is different than that. And the reason why I say their need is different than that, and I think Mars is full of shit when he said that, respectfully, is because they need a guy who can close and who can take over games. Caruso can't do that.
When is Zach LaVine shown that he
No, I said without LaVine. He said without LaVine.
Okay, so let's just say without LaVine. Even with what they have. To get a guy like Alex Caruso on that crew, he takes so much pressure off James,
off D'Angelo Russell, off Rui. He takes so much pressure off all of these.
Who's the closer?
Davis, James.
Nah, man.
We've seen.
I'm not buying that.
We've seen Austin Reeves close games.
I'm not buying that, bro.
So
no, I'm saying I'm not buying. I'm not buying what Mars is saying, bro. I'm not buying that. I'm picking them to come out the West just because they get freaking Alex Caruso, bro. Sorry.
All right, hold up though, Ticket, because I'm gonna mention a couple other teams. So the next team I want to do is I want to go up north. Golden State Warriors. If they get Caruso, how are they looking?
The same.
Nah, they ain't a contender. They don't fit the
no.
bill.
So they don't fit the bill.
They're just not good enough for Alex Caruso to make them the favorites.
Okay, cool. So let's keep it pushing. The Miami Heat. How are they looking if they get?
They're not good enough neither. I don't think
they're not good. He don't put them over the top. I told you this. Mars said that
these aren't the teams I was saying. The teams I said was Bucks, Boston, Denver, Phoenix, Lakers. Those are the teams.
Okay, let's go to the Bucks. Let's go to the Bucks.
They win the championship. They win it easily.
I'm not gonna say easily.
I gotta think of what he
easily. They beat everyone.
I gotta think of what he. Well, you know what? I do agree with Mars as far as the defense.
Yeah,
they need that.
That's the difference.
I agree with you on that, Mars. That's the one team I agree with Mars because they do need that defensive pressure.
Denver get Alex Caruso, they're not running through the league.
Yeah, but hold on. Yeah.
Okay.
And hold on, no. But who are they giving up though, Mars? Time out. Who are they giving up?
Probably gonna be some of the young guys.
Realistically,
Alex Caruso
probably have to give up some of the rookies.
Hold on, chill. Hold on. I want to hear what Mars got to say. Who they giving up, Mars?
You'd have to probably give up some of the rookies you just got, some of the picks you have.
So you're not coming out Christian Brown?
Maybe you have to throw Christian Brown in there. Yeah,
I would do that.
The Bulls would love to have
Julian
Christian Brown.
Strava.
I like Christian Brown from what I see from him right now, chill.
But I'll take him. I will take Alex Caruso over Christian Brown.
They win the championship.
Every day.
They win the championship
every day. If I could get Alex Caruso.
So you think if you replace Alex Caruso with Christian Brown,
they win the NBA championship?
Hold on, Mars. So y'all think if you replace Alex Caruso with Christian Brown, and they give up Christian Brown and some picks, and no, they have to throw one other player in there to make the numbers work.
Rewind the clock, Ticket. Rewind the clock. Take Christian Brown.
Reggie Jackson in there.
Or
okay. You throw Reggie Jackson in there. You think that gets him? Well, you think Caruso can give you everything that Bruce Brown gave you last year?
You think they asked for Peyton? If they ask for Peyton, what
gives them more?
What is the next?
Peyton Watson? Ooh.
Yeah, if they ask for Peyton, do you give that up?
I'm trying my best not to. But if I have to,
Peyton and 2 picks, Mars. Peyton and 2 picks.
Peyton Watson, but I don't give up Christian Brown?
Yeah.
I'd offer them Christian Brown before
they're saying, look, we'll do it right now. Peyton and 2 picks. And Reggie to balance out the money.
And I'll say, how about Christian Brown and 2 picks? And Reggie Jackson to balance out the money. Negotiation.
They say, no, we're stuck on this. Are you pulling the trigger?
Yeah, they're gonna go young, Mars. They ain't gonna want no old dude.
No, he can't hold
Christian Brown is in year 2. Oh, yeah, he did go like 4 years at college.
He can't hold that trade up, Mars.
I guess you have to give up Peyton Watson, but 5 years down the line, I'd be regretting giving up Peyton Watson. But I would do the
Alex Caruso.
Does that still make him a
championship? Where they both be 5 years from now, Peyton Watson would be the better player. So it's like, but they're still going to win a championship with Alex Caruso. So yeah, I'd still do the trade.
Does Caruso, is he able to give you the scoring that guys like Bruce Brown, those guys gave you as well as a defense? Because Bruce Brown gave you like 15, 14, 15 points. Remember,
he can give you 12 to 15. He can do that. Yes,
Ticket. Caruso's not that bad of a scorer.
I don't think so. I think Caruso's more like a 6-point guy.
He just had 16 last night.
No, I'm saying, but I'm talking about on the average.
Caruso can get you a bucket. Like I'm not saying.
On that team, he's only going to be playing like 24 minutes.
Yeah, but he doesn't need to give you 16.
That's what I'm saying. Hold on, that's my
in the series. Though. I think he could do that in a series, knocking down some open shots. He can give you 12. He can definitely
just get out and try. You know how Jokic throws them outlets. Alex Caruso leaking out. Yeah.
Okay, I get you. I'm buying. Okay, Mars, I'm buying that. So hold on. So what would the Nuggets bench look like then with Caruso? It would be Caruso.
You can make up Reggie Jackson in the buyout market. You can make up Reggie Jackson.
So I'm saying, what would their bench look like? Hold on. Their bench would be Caruso and who else, Ron?
Yep.
On that Denver bench.
Let's just say one of the two. Let's just say one of the two.
Caruso, Peyton Watson, Zeke, Najee. And then maybe you bring
Mars. Nope. Now that I think about it, chill. Now that I think about it,
no, he's a good backup big. He wasn't even there for them last season.
Chill. Now that I think about it, no dice. I'm glad I asked about the bench because chill. When you think about that bench last year, even though they didn't go deep into it, did Jeff Green gave them big minutes?
Right.
That's all. He gave you big vet minutes. The minutes he played, and he hit big shots and made big plays. Also, Bruce Brown, he was giving you like 14 a game. He was giving you huge minutes on both ends, offensively and defensively. Then Christian Brown gave you big minutes. You know what I'm saying? On both ends of the floor, he gave you hustle, activity, play huge in the NBA Finals. That's 3 guys. Caruso ain't gonna replace them 3 guys, man. That's
Zeke Naji, who wasn't
more pressure on Murray.
Zeke Naji, who was injured in the playoffs last year, will now be there.
Yeah, but you overrating him, Mom. You're overrating him to me. You're overrating him to me.
Okay. All right, well, yeah, then we agree to this.
Fax machine, Ron.
Yeah.
Of the emergency alert system.
Whose phone is that?
That's not.
That is definitely not me. My mic is muted.
Yeah, that's not me.
That's hey, you're over, Ron. Y'all are over. I mean, excuse me, Mark. You're overrating that guy because we haven't seen him. I need to see him at that on that level. I need to see that. I need to see that on that level.
You'll see it in the playoffs this year, but I don't think Denver's going to make any trades. I don't think they're going to pursue Alex Caruso. But if they did, I think they win the championship.
Go to the next team, Ron. What's the next team?
The next team will be Boston.
Of course.
And like, I don't want to talk about Caruso on Boston.
Who they giving up? So they got to give up. They got to give up the dude. What's the boy's name? Chilton that started last year that came from the Spurs, the guard.
Oh no! You don't give up Derek White. Then no, don't do the trade.
No, I'm saying that you have to give up Derek White if you want to get Caruso.
Then they just don't get Alex Caruso.
I think the Bulls would be in the market for picks. I think picks would mean a lot to
No. You're not gonna get but you got to make the numbers work, Damo.
Okay, so they have guys on their bench. How much is Caruso making?
9.
They can't come up with $9 million on their bench.
Hell, nigga, Peyton Pritchard ain't making that.
They just extended him. Yes, he is.
Damn, Hauser. Well, how much money Peyton Pritchard making a year?
He just.
I want to say he's making like 8.
Maybe I think it might be more than that, Mars.
Well, this year he's making 4. Next year he's making
Peyton Pritchard making the same amount of money. He making the same amount of money as Caruso, then, man.
No, he's making half.
Yeah, I'm about to say I know he wasn't making that. So now you got to give me somebody else.
But I don't think you have
Sam Hauser ain't making that.
Depending on
Hauser ain't making that.
Depending on the salary of the team, you don't have to have it the match exactly. It has to be within a certain percentage. I want to say it has to be within a certain range.
Yeah, so but you would need another guy in that deal, though, Damo. You would have to have another guy.
They come up with guys on their bench if they're giving up the picks.
I just said Hauser.
They could just bring in a third team to make salaries work.
Very true.
Yo, y'all, man. Hey, y'all are disgusting, bro. Y'all are disgusting, man. Hey, y'all really think? Hold on, tell me. So,
I think I've said this. Alex Caruso is the Bulls' most valuable trade piece.
We're not, but Mars, we're not gonna give Boston Alex Caruso, and you're not giving us nothing. No, you got to give me something.
Again, so, they might be in the market for picks. I've been saying pick.
What piece you yourself this has, Damo?
Even if they have their pick, that's another pick in the first round. If the Bulls have their pick, which if they're tanking, that gives you another first round pick. When historically in these last 5 drafts, we have routinely seen decent, good, great, effective players coming between 14 and 30 in the first round. So any team will want 2 first round picks in any year in the foreseeable future where they're tanking. And I think the Bulls will be tanking. If they're going to have a fire sale, that means they're tanking. That's a yard sale. That means that record you bought for $50, you letting it go for 10, 15. This is a yard sale. So all you want in the end is picks. If that's the case, if they want a player, then a lot of these teams are out the race. I think the Lakers might end up being out the race because I don't think you can give up too much to get Caruso and justify it. But if they are looking for picks, then hey man, the more picks you can give them, the more valuable picks you can give them. I think they'll take it.
Also have that rookie Jordan Walsh. You could throw him in there if you want to give up a young player
who's in the G League. By the way,
it depends on perspective of what.
Yeah, it just depends on what Chicago want. But my whole thing is, if you don't give up any of your core pieces, and you add Alex Caruso, and you're a championship contender, I pick you to win the championship, and I still stand on that.
But you would have to. I mean, y'all making it seem like the Bulls just gonna take anything, man.
Well, I don't know.
Here's the difference, though, Ticket. When you having a fire sale, and you looking for picks, which is what the Bulls are essentially doing because they're not winning the NBA championship. We already know that, and I don't think they're going to make the playoffs.
So that means they're trading DeRozan too, right?
I wouldn't be surprised if they blew. I wouldn't be surprised if they blew this whole thing up. Even though they extended Vooch, but I wouldn't be surprised if they blew this whole thing up. I would not be. And this is the best time to get
money. That's not true. They have came off. They have made their money. I promise you. What they've done in the last couple of years, having DeRozan there, having LaVine there, having Vooch there, having those guys, they've made their money. Right now, they're looking at it as, all right, if we're going to blow it up, there's no reason to try to be competitive and tank because it won't work. Everybody can't do it. So this is going to be one of those teams that I can genuinely see tanking. If you don't see it that way, cool. But I don't think they're about to walk into the next couple of years knowing that their teams is a dumpster fire thinking, oh, yeah, gotta cut those margins. No, you're prepared to tank.
Oh, yeah, that tank coming.
You want teams to take peanuts in your deals, bro.
No.
It's not peanuts. If you want picks aren't peanuts.
No, I'm saying, but that's what you want. I'm saying you think you Danny Ainge, nigga.
We've seen teams do it. I'm not Danny Ainge. I'm going historically what the league has shown you. That's what I'm doing. Historically, we've seen guys be moved for deals where you're scratching your head and wondering, what did you see in it? And then it comes out the team was looking for a particular thing. So I'm saying if the Bulls are looking for a particular thing, which this particular thing is picks, the better the picks and a young guy in return might be suffice. So these competitive teams could compete and get a guy like Caruso if it's just Caruso. Now, Caruso and LaVine, yeah, you got to give up a lot on your team. But if it's just Caruso, they could justify just giving up Caruso for some picks. He plays 22 minutes a game for your team. You can get 2 first-round picks out of him. You don't think that's good value to the Bulls?
Especially considering what you just talked about, Damo, when you talked about picks. I mean, they had, how you think Houston got Thompson? That was Chicago's pick. We need our first-round picks. And the fact that we didn't have them last year, we'd like to get our picks back because we're not very good. We ain't really signing no big-time free agents. So we got to build our unit through the draft. So we need picks.
Y'all disgusted, man. Hey, y'all would do any dirty thing in the world to make a pick work for y'all, bro. That's crazy, man. This man sit up here and call old boy a terrorist every single day, Torian Prince, and think that the bullshit is gonna take him off your hands. I'm gonna give you my best asset to take your terrorist, Damo. Come on, man. Come on, bro.
My terrorist and 2 first-round picks. Take my terrorists. Take 2 young players. You can have J Hood and Max and take 2 first-round picks. If you don't think the Bulls will be interested in that for just Alex Caruso,
something
wrong with this man, Damo, bro. Damo running right here calling dudes terrorists.
If that's a bad trade package for Alex Caruso alone, then
I want y'all to think about Damo, man.
Biased. Chad, if that's a bad trade, I'm biased, bro.
Damo runs around here calling dudes terrorists, right? But when it's time to sell him, this fool act like he got a goddamn Lamborghini out this motherfucker. He'll be in here and they talking about somebody a terrorist, Ron. But then he trying to sell you the car. Be like, man, Ron, look at this Lambo right here, man. I mean, he got some nice plush leather seats, all that shit. As soon as you
the engine fall out,
hey, give up peanuts if you can sell them. If you can upsell peanuts, do it.
150,000 miles instead of 50,000 on it.
If that's upselling peanuts, then hey, man, I guess.
Bro, Damo would trade Darvin Ham if he could. That nigga's crazy.
Oh, you goddamn right. Oh, he will be in every trade package. I'll trade him for actual peanuts. No cap.
That fool would trade Darvin Ham right now if he could.
But before Ticket showed up, yo, I can appreciate that ass whooping that Phoenix put on Minnesota last night. I can appreciate it. 100%.
What about it?
Just the fact that how Phoenix played, like how good.
I don't count it though, chill. Based on what happened last game, I think they were shaking up.
I feel like they was in a dogfight the night before. No,
I'm saying, but I think they were. I think that kind of like, I think it's some situation. I think real talk, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all this. It should be some beef in that locker room, chill.
It is. It ain't.
It should be some beef. Hey, Damo. I thought about what Damo said yesterday, bro. What nigga Draymond really put this nigga in the guillotine chokehold, man, in front of the world, man. Yeah. And then nobody do nothing, bro.
Hey, it is. You keep saying it should be Ticket. It is.
That's crazy, bro.
It absolutely is some beef in that locker room.
If they go out Chilltown and fall off from here, that's the breaking point in their season right there, bro.
They just won 7 straight, right? So they just won 7 straight. So I don't think they play again until Tuesday. Wait, what's today? Today is Thursday. I don't think they play again until Saturday. Saturday or Sunday they play again. So I'm on the T-Wolves train. This one loss, if they can muster up another 4 or 5 game win streak, I wouldn't be surprised.
If they go on a 4-game, 5-game lose streak, chill, they're done for the season, bro.
They play the Pelicans on Saturday, and if they go on a 4 or 5 game winning streak, I'm gonna just take it. Draymond knew what he was doing. Draymond's smarter than a lot of us think. He's seen that these guys was trending upwards, so he was like, "Let me go ahead and single-handedly sacrifice 5 games by choking out their biggest player and make them spiral to the ground."
Sucker ass dude.
No. I'm serious, Ron. If they really like go on a losing streak, they're done for the season. It's gonna break their team for the season because, again, I'm with Dom on what he said yesterday, bro. If I'm Rudy Gobert, bro, I gotta ask for a trade, dog, and I'm serious about that. After watching that video, bro, I gotta ask for a trade. And then the NBA had enough nerve to find this nigga. Like, you find a nigga that got choked. Come on, bro. Like, what we doing? What we doing here, bro? So not only did he get humiliated, not only did he not get no hits off, but then you find Rudy Gobert.
And I gotta write a check for $25.
Injury to insult.
You just see me in the sleeper hole, and I gotta write a check for $25.
Facts. No respect whatsoever, bro. That team is done, chill. I think that broke the team, bro. Because I watched Ant-Man. I watched the video again. Ant-Man and them didn't really have no real, like, if that's your boy, Chill Town, and I got love for you, dog. I
literally was just having this conversation yesterday.
I'm in there, man. Bro, that shit was crazy, bro.
Best friend yesterday. And I said, if somebody jumped on you like that on the court, there's no way I'm just going over there and going, yo, can you get off of him? No, I'm swinging on him.
Yeah, they really don't respect Rudy, bro. They don't respect him, bro. That told you everything right there. They don't respect, because look at what D'Lo did in the AD situation.
Yes, got him right off immediately. Show ass.
Come on, bro. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? That tells everything right there. That tells everything, bro. So yeah, man, they're done. I think I'm off the T-Wolves train. I think Mars may come off of it too.
I'm not
in a couple games
because they have not lost like you said they're going to. So I'm still on it.
How do we feel about Draymond's suspension? He got suspended for 5 games. Was that warranted? Should it have been more?
It should have been more. The dude had a history, bro. Listen, again, I don't disagree with what he did, but he been running around here stomping dudes on the chest, kicking dudes in the nuts, cursing out everybody, pulling dudes' pants down, taunting everybody. The nigga Super Saigon punched out Jordan Poole, didn't get no punishment from the NBA. On tape, no punishment. Super Saigon punch. He got a history of all this stuff, bro. He should have been gone. Like, if this was David Stern, I told y'all this yesterday. Draymond Green had been suspended 20 games if that was David Stern. At least 20. Yeah, you put somebody in a chokehold like that, bro. And people talking about, oh man, well, nobody threw no punches. Nigga, that's worse than a punch. I can damn near choke the life out of you, but I can choke you out in that type of position. So yeah, man, he should have got more, man. It's like I said, bro. He don't have nobody that, like, in this era that's really want to match his energy. And that's why I don't like about this game today. I don't like the game today because they've got all those type of dudes out of the NBA, and I don't like it. I think they need to go back to that. I think the NBA needs to bring that type of style back too, where you have some of these big bruisers in the league, man. You took all the Reggie Evans, you taking all of those type of dudes that was real bruisers and stuff like that out of the league. And I think
Dale Davis, all of them dudes.
Yeah, I think it's made the league soft because now if you're big and you can't shoot threes and be on the perimeter, you can't play in the NBA. I don't like that, bro. I don't like that.
Hey, Purple Political Breakdown. You saying that I'm complaining that there's no enforcers in the league, but then I'm flaming Draymond because it doesn't seem genuine. That's why. That's my reasoning. Like, Dale Davis was a genuine enforcer. Michael Cage was a genuine enforcer. Rick Mahorn was a genuine enforcer. Anthony Mason, these dudes was genuine. Charles Oakley was a genuine enforcer. He would get in Xavier McDaniel's face. He would get in AC Green's face. There's a difference between it being genuine and picking and choosing. And don't get me wrong, I do think that Draymond is a tough guy. I ain't gonna fight that. I just feel like he picks his battles. He knows who to mess with and who not to mess with. We keep forgetting that Draymond been in the league for a long time. I never once saw Draymond get an Ibaka face. Not one time. Never saw him do that. None of them dudes in the first 3 years he came in the league. He didn't do none of the boogie. Never saw him get
none of those guys.
Fellas, but before I get into these super chats, I do want to play a highlight of Draymond Green because Hey, Draymond's been terrorizing the league for a long time, man, and we failed to give him his proper praise, and we failed to acknowledge he has one of the better highlight tapes that we've ever seen. So here we go. Feast your eyes on the screen.
Watch. First of all, he thinks like that dude in his face. Cat was supposed to punch that dude in his face.
How long?
Hey, chill. Chill. He talking. Chill. He talking to the nigga. Why he choking him, bro? He's talking to him. Damo. He's talking to him. Why he's choking him out, Damo?
Who's supposed to punch that dude in his face right there?
Look right now. Look right now, Chill. What is Cat doing? What's he looking at?
Bro, don't press nothing. Cat got. Why the hell do Cat have Rudy's arm? Cat ain't grabbing Draymond
right in his face.
Cat got Rudy's arm instead of grabbing Draymond.
Not grab his arm. You got a clean shot at
you
Draymond.
You got to clock this man, bro. Come on.
You got a clean shot right there.
Bro, he talking to this nigga, Chill. Chill, you know what he telling him? Don't you ever put your hands on Klay Thompson again. Bro, that's crazy, bro. Look at Rudy's face.
And on top of that, Draymond, there's a reason why Draymond jumped on Rudy. It's the same reason why you jump on somebody that you think he's soft. Yeah. Like he would never do that. If you think about that, like he wouldn't do that to Joker. He wouldn't jump on Giannis like that. I bet you.
He don't be doing that to them people up the street.
I bet you he wouldn't do that to Giannis. I bet you he wouldn't do that to Joker. Right? But if you think about like when he got into it in the NBA Finals with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, young dudes. Sabonis in the playoffs last year, young dude. Like he knows who to mess with and who not to mess with. He knows who to get into it with and who not to get into it with. He know that Ibaka put them paws on him. He know that for a fact. He know that Ibaka is with the drama. Tristan Thompson is looking at him going, I dare you to come over here and get in my face. I dare you.
That's true.
I dare you to get in my face. I ain't talking about nobody else. I'm talking specifically about you. I dare you to come get in my face. Tristan Thompson makes that clear to him.
I can't fight that, Chill.
First super chat we're gonna go with is from Purple Political Breakdown. Ironically, he said, I'm not justifying Draymond Green's actions. How is messing with LeBron, AD, Steven Adams, Rudy Gobert, picking and choosing? Shaking my head. This is bias.
That's nonsense. First,
he didn't mess with them. LeBron stepped over him.
Right.
And so he didn't. It wasn't like he was going up trying to talk LeBron.
He didn't pick that fight with him. No, he did not.
Right. He didn't. Yeah, but if you think about the other dudes, who did he really like? Who did he really?
Steven Adams. He kicked Steven Adams in the nuts.
Yeah, but that was. I mean.
And by the way, he made it clear. He apologized because he said, "I ain't mean to do that." And he don't step to them dudes and talk slick to them dudes like he talked slick to Jaylen Brown in the NBA Finals or like he was talking to Anthony Edwards. He don't talk to Steven Adams like that.
That's true.
He does not.
Yo, Chill. What's the name of the movie? Menace to Society? Draymond Green is a menace to the association. And we just have not acknowledged this. He is a menace to the National Basketball Association on and off the court.
I just wanted to summon. I wanted to summon the spirit of David Stern because David Stern would not be having this nonsense with him. He wouldn't.
They're gonna get him, Chill. Somebody gonna get him in the NBA. Watch.
All right, y'all, keeping it lit. Christopher D sent through a super chat and said, I agree with Mars on Klay being washed. Klay was a top 3-point guard in the league in that 17 and 18 seasons. I can name 10 to 15 shooting guards better. Outside of Harden, who else was in the conversation? The shooting guard position wasn't stacked as it is now. Wasn't as stacked as it is now. You agree with this?
Mars, right? He I hate to say it. I love you more than Klay Thompson, but I gotta agree with Mars Blackman on that, man.
He looking real mortal right now.
Bro, that shit look crazy. Mars, I feel Mars. That shit was frustration. Like he playing so bad, Mars. The frustration came out with him and Jalen McDaniels. You know what I'm saying? That was frustration right there from Klay. When Klay was yanking his jersey too and all that stuff, like when you went up and yanked his jersey, that was just frustration that, damn, it ain't been going right for me this year. I didn't get an extension.
I actually think it's the other way, Ticket. I think that Draymond and Anthony Edwards back and forth, I think that spilled over into the next game. Yo, these dudes think we soft. These dudes think that we soft. So let's get to the bottom of that right now. I don't think that they meant for it to go as far as it did. I think that
maybe a little bit of pushing and shoving. And of course, here comes Draymond, the crazy ass cousin that we got to talk to before we go anywhere because he's going to flip tables over at the barbecue. That's Draymond.
MTA, right. Menace to the association. MP13 said for Ticket's point to make sense, he'd have to find two-way players that have been labeled injury prone within the last 5 to 6 years while playing 60-plus games, while consistently producing offensively, while maintaining defense.
Bro, you sound like a jackass.
Joel Embiid.
Thank you, Mars. Drop these bombs off. See, mere bag of shells, sucker.
Damn, MP13.
You come at the king, you come at the king, you best not miss. You see how Mars just had my back right there.
By MP13. Big Tony with the super chat and said, LeBron's been trying to give AD the keys since he got there. Stop protecting this punk. Damo and chill.
Thank you, Big Tony. Tony.
I don't know who's protecting him, so I mean, okay.
And he was injured, so give me a break.
Bob. Maybe Bob might have came through with the burner account, but forgot to change his name. Anyways, Bob said, I know Ticket isn't a fan of AD, but I'm also a Laker fan and into questioning his conditioning. Is this guy really putting his all into his body?
He came in camp. I don't know, Ticket. He came into camp in the best shape of his life.
Man, he ain't, bro.
He looked in great shape.
He ain't, bro. Listen, he ain't, bro. When you come in, like AD, he got pudge on him and stuff like that, man. He ain't, bro. He ain't, bro. That dude, Chill Town, all the money he making and stuff like that, he's supposed to be running around here rocked up, man. No pause. But he's supposed to be running around here with goddamn veins popping out his arms and shit, out his neck. The weight, do all the money he got for trainers, for nutritionists, chefs, all of this stuff, bro. If he trained like LeBron trained, AD would be a menace.
So would 99% of every other NBA basketball player if they trained how LeBron James trains. I mean, I don't know what.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though.
Man,
here's a clear giveaway. Here's a clear giveaway. Mars talked about this last year, and here's a clear giveaway. When Jokic was beating this nigga up the court, and Jokic had the basketball. How Jokic beat you running up the court? He got the basketball, and you running up the court beside him, and you ain't got the ball. Should no dude ever beat you down the court if he got the basketball and dribbling the ball, and you don't?
Unless he routinely beat AD. Unless he's in better shape. Unless he's in better shape than you.
But Jokic, hold on. But I'm just saying, look at Jokic. There's no way he's supposed to beat AD in no race anywhere.
What?
The genetics.
I know it makes sense. I know, but they weren't racing. It wasn't a race. It was just Jokic outrunning him. I don't.
Every time.
I'm not defending him. I'm just telling you the facts. The facts was Jokic just outworked him. That happens. If you're saying it shouldn't happen, fine, cool.
Man, I would say what I feel, but I don't want to get it. I don't want to get this channel in trouble. I would say what I feel about that.
Okay, if you don't,
I ain't gonna say what I feel, man. I'm gonna tell you like this: every brother I know, he got jets.
All right, Your Highness Charles said, "Man, AD don't take care of his body. He like James Harden. These dudes eating honey buns and Papa John's and going to hoop after. That's why they Terry
That is just not true right there. Yes, he does. James Harden ain't even close in terms of taking care of his body. James Harden plays himself into shape during the season, which explains why he breaks down like he does. No, absolutely not. No way.
Little Techie said this trade is nothing for the Bulls. We want 2 picks for Caruso alone. The report also came out yesterday that Caruso not for sale.
Shouldn't hold him hostage.
Well, it just came out today. He is. So nigga, update your resume.
He deserves to be free. Free Caruso.
I've been saying 2 first-round picks, so I'm just saying, if the Bull fan like it, y'all shut the hell up.
I'm gonna give y'all an example. Everybody in the chat room said something. Damo ain't never supposed to beat me in a race ever. If Damo beat me in a race, I need to quit. If Low beats me in a race, and hold on. I'm not being funny. I'm just telling the truth. If Low, Damo, or anybody that's bigger than me beats me in a race, I don't need to be doing anything I'm doing. Period. And it's just a fact. Mars is not supposed to be Chill Town in a race. Look at Mars. You can tell he's slow. So you see it.
All right, so no, carry on with your analogy, but
Mars don't look like he can run. Mars, you don't look like you can run fast. So that's what I'm saying. Chilltown still look like he can get up and down, like, you know what I'm saying? Chilltown look like he can still run. So I'm just saying, like, but I'm being honest. I always say this in practice. Ain't no big dude beat me in no race. You know what I'm saying? You might be able to be strong with me. Lamo might be able to be strong in the post, body, all the other stuff. Cool, no problem. He ain't beat me running up down the court. And that's my point.
That's absolutely fine, Ticket. But Ticket, Jokic is not an out of shape man like me.
Man, Jokic be drinking. Jokic be drinking. Jokic probably weighs 300. Jokic probably weighs 300. Jokic right now probably weighs 310 pounds. Right now, Jokic probably weighs 310.
They weren't racing.
No, I'm saying, but Jokic, all he do is get drunk all summer. He drink them Euro beers. Ron know what I'm talking about. Ron know this. This dude smoke cigarettes, drink beers, all this other shit, and come out here and beat AD every day. Come on, bro. We know that. We know what he doing.
Ron, chill. Chat to the chat that actually plays basketball, you know, and I'm not talking about on some high level. I'm talking just going to get them Sunday runs in. You all have seen it. It's the big dude on the court, or he's bigger than most, but because he just keeps trucking along, when your big man who is in shape misses a layup and now he's out of it, misses a dunk.
So Jokic got titties?
Oh, I'm not done. I'm not done. We have all.
But I'm asking you, if Jokic took off his shirt, do we got titties?
I'm not done to get. And like I said,
can't no nigga with titties beat me, man.
All it takes is a guy missing a shot, get a turnover. He's not hustling. He's out of it. And Big Boy is still running up and down the court.
I guarantee you James Harden can't beat me right now. I guarantee you James Harden can't beat me no race right now.
And he's getting rebounds.
I guarantee you James Harden can't beat me no race right now.
This is the advanced version of that. This is
I don't care, Damo. I don't care, Damo. I'm not letting no nigga with breasts beat me in no race.
And it's not a race. This is a basketball game. Tickets, I don't know what you're talking about.
But you're racing up and down the court is what I'm saying.
No, they're not racing up and down the court. They're running up and down the court, but it's not a race.
This is the AD protection. This is the AD protection program, Ron. That's okay.
Protecting him. I'm telling you, he got outworked. That's not protecting. Jokic outworked him. That's what I'm saying. You're talking about some, oh man, his 40 times should never be close to his 40 times. That's not even a correlation to what happened on the court. It wasn't a race. He got outworked. That's not me apologizing for AD. That's telling the truth.
Hey, no layers. You said James Harden can beat me in a race. Put your money up. I'll smoke that nigga right now. On everything I love, James Harden ain't beat me in no race. I got too much respect, too much pride, nigga. Ain't no nigga with no titties beat me in no race. I don't care who it is. Ain't no dude we call titties over titles beat me in no race.
Yeah, I don't know, Ticket. You put a honey bun at that finish line. It might be bad. Hey, what's the little the burgers that Bumby got?
He ate all of them. He ate all of them that day too. Don't think for 1 second that was just the show. He ate a last one of them.
The man had 5 shrill burgers in his hand. Chill, 5 of them, dog. Come on, bro.
He ate all of them.
Real, man.
Burger.
Come on, y'all gonna stop this, man. Like I said before, but Chill understand what I'm saying, bro. Chill been on the team. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like Chill, you know this. That's why sometimes the coach put the guards and the big men separate when they running sometimes, because he don't want but at the same time, if we all running together and a big man beat a guard, do that not look bad, Chilltown?
Big man is not outrunning me.
They're not supposed to outrun no guard.
Big man is not outrunning me.
If somebody weigh more than you, they're not supposed. And I guarantee you, if Jokic take off his shirt, he got full blown titties. So he's not supposed to outrun AD at any time.
I'm not gonna lie. There's no way a guy like Aaron Gordon should be getting outran by a 40-year-old. There's no way. Aaron Gordon.
I agree with that. Hold on, I agree.
Oh my God, Aaron Gordon, you're a fraud. Your athleticism is a fraud. You can't.
Two things can be true,
man.
Two things can be true. That's not an everyday 38-year-old.
That's a 4-year-old.
And Jokic is not the average big body basketball player.
Correct.
So that's what I'm saying. There are anomalies here.
Right.
Y'all give too many excuses, man.
And again, we're gonna call it excuses when we don't have arguments for it. It's fine. I get it.
All right, y'all. Super chat from Drip Bayless. He said trade for Zion. Who says no?
What?
Trey Young for Zion.
Who says
what
no?
Does that do for the what does that do for
Atlanta
for the Pelicans?
What does that do for
no, I'm saying no, I said the Pelicans. What does that do for the Pelicans?
Get back to his natural position of the two. Brandon Ingram has a playmaker who can get him easier looks.
He can't stay on the court half the time, but keep going.
But you just end up going back to another small backcourt that can't play defense. So I wouldn't make the trade, but
I fell off Brandon Ingram. I don't know about y'all. I thought he was gonna head up. I think
that's a 2K
All-Star
trade.
team.
Yeah, that's a video game trade. That's what that is.
I'm off him, chill. I'm off Brandon Ingram, chill. I was on him when he made the All-Star team. I thought he was gonna head on the upward trajectory. I'm off him, bro. Too many injuries, too much complaining. And when I seen him crying and complaining this summer about what happened, instead of just going out there and balling, like come on, man.
All right, Vari, what'd you say?
I expected more from the Pels to start the season. They've disappointed me.
Me too, man.
Tomorrow we will be talking about some of the most disappointing teams up until this point. So y'all be sure to tune in, and we'll break down all the teams that really aren't living up to expectations and give some context behind it too, as to why we think that they're not, or the actual reasons why they're not. But Vari sent through a super chat and said, speaking of teams that aren't living up to expectations, 2 teams. The Clippers got a chance to do the funniest thing tomorrow if they end their losing streak and the Rockets winning streak.
That's what's gonna happen. I know. I can already feel it.
Here we go.
It's gonna be a game where the Clippers just don't miss from 3. They're gonna shoot like 55%. Norman Powell's gonna make like 6 threes. I can feel it. I can feel it. That's what's gonna happen.
I don't know. Mars,
they're gonna light it up tomorrow.
It's not like they're gonna play great. They're just gonna make a bunch of threes, and it's just gonna trigger me.
But are they in Houston? Where are they at, Mars? Are they in Houston or are they in LA?
LA.
Okay.
I can feel it. I already know it's gonna happen. So, like, I've already set myself up for the fact that I know the Clippers are just gonna make a bunch of threes, and I'm just gonna be triggered. So, I'm already not too surprised. It's just gonna annoy me that I see Paul George make 6 threes, and Russell Westbrook's gonna make 3, and James Harden is gonna go 4 for 5 from 3, and I'm just like, okay, everyone just decides to start hitting shots.
And the Clippers are back, Mars. And the Clippers are back, Mars. When that happens, the Clippers are back. They're
back. Hey, finals favorites.
Yes, they're back.
What if they lose? Chill. What if they get humiliated tomorrow?
That'll be 7 in a row that they've lost. 6 with James.
No, I'm asking, but what if the Clippers lose tomorrow? What is y'all's thoughts on them?
Exactly.
They'll get it back. They got a back-to-back against San Antonio after that. So they're
But I'm saying I'm saying, but Mars, if they lose tomorrow, what is y'all's thoughts on them? Like
the same thing as they are today. Don't believe in them.
I mean, we've seen them against contenders.
But they lost to the better team. I wouldn't be surprised if they lost. Well, I would be surprised if they lost tomorrow, actually. But if they did lose, they just lost to a better team. Houston are a better team. So it is what it is. But they're going to win.
I think that Ty Lue did Russ wrong by benching the rest of that game, bro. I think that was wrong on Ty Lue.
That was the difference in the game. I think they were up 5. They were up 5. They only scored one more time after Russ went out. That was it. One more time. And that was Norman Powell hitting the 3. They didn't score another bucket from the field. They didn't.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm saying Mars was saying that Tyronn Lue likes to go small. And I heard some people saying Ty Lue was doing that to troll like the team because they don't like each other. But Stephen A. put out on TV yesterday, he said that Tyronn Lue actually tried to leave the Clippers last year and get out of his contract and go coach. He was supposed to go coach the Suns before they hired Frank Vogel. But he said that the Clippers refused to let him out of his contract. I thought that was quite interesting that he tried to leave that team that last year. So I don't think they're on the same page. I'm interested to see how they use Daniel Tice. They just signed him. Are they going to play him minutes at that 4? What are they going to do with him? You know what I'm saying? Or is, like Mars said, Tyronn Lue really a small ball merchant and just going to keep going small regardless?
That's what he does. He could have a team of 7-footers and he'll recruit 6'3" guys from the G League. Like he doesn't like anyone
getting his
over the
ass
height.
kicked on the backboard and still won't put no big guys in.
Nah, because if you're getting cooked on the backboard, you know what you got to do? Gang rebounds with 6'4" guys. That's what you got to do. Like, nah, forget bigs. Who needs bigs? Like
Zubac sitting over there while this is going on. Like, hi, you, coach.
Nah, we don't need you, man. We need Paul George to go get those boards. That's what we need. Yeah.
Zoe Soprano said Luka, Giannis, Joker, and Wemby will pass LeBron as the second greatest player of all time.
LeBron. Okay. You mean Michael Jordan.
And Luka has a long ways to go, man. You got championships. All these dudes, they got championships you got to win. It's a lot you got to do to pass a guy like LeBron James, bro. You're not just passing him just by having a great career. You have to have. Damn.
How are all 4 of them dudes going to be the second greatest player of all time? How's that going to be?
No, like he's saying LeBron will just move down to 6.
I don't see that. I don't see Luka. I don't see
Don't you
Luka getting 2
already have LeBron
championships.
6?
Mars, I don't see Luka getting 2 chips in his career. So with that being said, he's not passing them. Giannis, I don't see him getting over 4 rings. So he's not passing them. He also said, who else did he say, Ron?
Jokic and Wemby.
Wemby.
Well, you see him winning 4 chips. Be honest, you see him winning 4 chips.
That chump ass Greg Popovich, man, he ain't winning nothing with him.
Yeah, Pop's not gonna be around for 15 more years coaching the Spurs. Let's be honest. Wemby will get a new coach.
That's not happening.
Do you think Wemby plays his whole career in San Antonio?
I wouldn't be surprised, but
I would hope so. But I could see a world where he's done with it.
Yeah, because Marsh said if Pop's not there, let's say after 4 or 5 years, Pop's not there, he retires. Does Wemby stay in San Antonio, or does he?
Depending on who the coach is, because
I don't think he stays there. If Pop is not there, I don't think he stays there, bro.
It depends.
If he's not the guy that everybody wants him to be, he's not going to be a lifelong Spur. He can't cap out at, in my opinion, he can't cap out at Hassan Whiteside with a jumper.
No,
he gotta Damo. He will in free agency. He will be probably one of the biggest free agents in NBA history when his free agency comes up after he finishes his rookie deal. So if Pop is still not coaching and he goes somewhere, I'm pretty sure he'll go to a championship contender.
I think they're gonna set it up though. I think they'll set it up where Pop will have a guy in there to transition from Pop to this guy, and Wemby's comfortable with that guy. I don't think that they just let Wemby walk out the front door. Hell no.
They probably already got.
This is all assuming Wemby doesn't become a bust. Like, he could just be trash, and they just trade him.
Which is what we've seen so far. Wemby does not look like a bust. No, he does not.
I got told if he doesn't have 27, he's a bust. So he looks like a bust.
I also got told that
he looks like a bust right now. I don't know what to say.
He looking bad. He chill. I ain't gonna lie, chill. I got to get this clown Jalen 1,000. I got one hope though, Jalen. We made one. I got one hope. And Mars have this written down.
He needs Wemby to miss game.
Yep, Mars. You know
how many games?
How many games? Hold on, Mars. Now you know I'm being real, Mars. You a dirty bastard, Mars. Now, Mars. I don't want to never see nobody get hurt, but damn it, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Can I get a twisted ankle, please?
I wouldn't give a damn if Wemby fell off the goddamn on Brooklyn Bridge in New York, dog.
Can I get a twisted ankle, please? Can I get a broken wrist, please?
How many games does he have to miss?
Can I get a broken wrist?
He got to play over 55. He got to play over 55 games. I think
it doesn't count.
Okay.
I've been touching wood the whole time. I'm not praying for injuries for Wemby.
Right, Mars know what time it is. Mars looking at that thing. So right now he's played around 11 games. So I got about 30 games for him to get a season-ending injury.
So another month. Ticket got another month and 2 months.
Got about another 2 months.
So what are we? What's today? November to what? 16th. So by January, if he's still in the lineup and he's still rolling, Ticket, it's looking tricky, brother.
Right, no, right. Hey, you know what'd be the craziest part though? If he played 54 games, that boy Jalen gonna cry.
Yeah, if he plays 54 games and then just misses the rest of the season, that's crazy.
Jalen's gonna cry, bro.
Would Pop be that? There's no way that you could be that lucky, Ticket. Oh my God, where Pop just goes.
If they're playing that bad, if they're playing that bad, chill, and he has some type of injury where it's just questionable, Pop will shut his ass down.
Pop, like, you done. That's it. No more.
Shut it down.
Y'all crazy.
That fool ass will be crying till next year if that motherfucker play 54 games. And see, I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I got Mars. No, I got that in my back pocket.
I'm gonna keep it 100 though. Damo, that'd be some bullshit. I'm gonna keep it 100.
That would be insane luck for Ticket. That's what that
insane.
If we hear a story about Wemby getting hit by a car at game 54,
I'm blaming you.
Hey, bro, hey, you know who to talk to, Mars. If you heard that, you know who to talk to.
So it's not the same people that hit Kelly Oubre.
This for sure Ticket. This for sure Ticket. Game 54 comes. Oh, Wemby gonna hit by a car.
Find out where Ticket was during that time.
Yeah, they're gonna be questioning.
Or he could just turn the switch in his brain off and average 25. That could always happen too.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm hurt off that kick right there, man. That was stupid by me. That was my ego talking. You know what I'm saying? when I did that with Jalen. That was my ego talking. I ain't worried about the money. That ain't nothing. I'm just worried about. I let my ego get to me when I said he was gonna put up 27 because I thought that Pop was gonna be smart and put him in the areas where he can get buckets, and they're not doing it. They just kind of
eyes bigger than your stomach.
I don't know what they doing over in San Antonio. That shit look crazy.
Wemby shooting a whopping 28% from 3. Wow. Who would have thought? Not me.
Yeah, man. I just don't like it, Mars. I ain't gonna front. So Jalen, you'll win your money unless I get a season-ending injury.
All right, here we go. Hunter with the super chat. And if you haven't liked the video yet, go ahead and do that, man. Let's get up to 1,000 likes before this video ends. We got 20 minutes. Hey, we can do it. I swear we can. Hunter said, curious if anyone in the NBA had their best game, had the best game they possibly could have, who would have the best game? So if everybody played their best, who has the best game?
Who had the best game?
Yeah.
Chamberlain.
No, he's talking about right now.
From like a statistical standpoint, or what?
Yeah, he's saying like if you go out in the game today and everybody just went out and one player today had their absolute best game they could have, who would have the best game? For example, like Kobe had the 82.
Right.
But we talking about like right now in this era, in this league. Who do we think?
Luka.
Like for example, I think it would be Luka.
Yeah, statistically,
I think Luka would be a guy. Yeah, I think Luka would be a guy that could get you like 60 points. But didn't James Harden get a 60-point triple-double
last season? He had 60, 20, and 10 last season.
Yeah. So I think Luka could do that. But that's the only guy.
60, 20, and 10 is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Could Wemby give you like a 70-30 game?
Wemby could give you
like a 75-35 and
Wemby ain't getting a 75.
Yeah, nah.
Wemby like a 50. He can do like a 50-17, 10 blocks, 50 points.
Wemby could get
17, 18 rebounds, 10 blocks in around. Chill town, 10 blocks in around 7 or 8 assists. Wemby could do that.
Why couldn't Wemby go for 70? Like if he got going, like why if he got going and they made it a point to go to him, why couldn't he give you 70 at some point? If they made it a point that he's got 30 at the end of the first quarter, like
because you would never have 30 at the end of the first quarter,
or he had 35 at the half or 40 at the half.
It's just not happening right now, Chill. He's just not polished. He's not polished enough just yet.
I don't mean
pathway to it.
I don't mean now. I don't mean today.
So like what? 7 years from now? 6,
yes,
7.
Let's move Wemby a little forward where he got the game figured out a little bit more. He's a little stronger. He's filled out a little bit more.
I just think he's not going to make enough threes for that to be possible. Like, I think in order to score that many points, you have to make either a bunch of threes or a bunch of free throws. And I don't think he's going to get to the line that much, or he's going to make enough threes. I think the only people who can score 70 plus are like Dame, Steph, Donovan Mitchell, Devin Booker. Luka could probably score 70 if he makes like 10 threes. But I don't think Wemby's going to shoot the ball well enough to get like 35 points on threes, which is what you need to score that many points, in my opinion. So
yeah, that's crazy, bro.
And I don't think they're just going to give him the ball on the interior every time like they did with Wilt Chamberlain back in the day to get him that many points. So I just think the way the game is made, you have to make a bunch of threes, and I just don't think he's going to do it. So, but if he ends up scoring 70 one day, then like someone can come. Oh, remember the panel episode 212 or whatever this is, where you said Wemby couldn't score 70? I'll be like, okay, I was wrong. Like, whatever. But I just don't think he will.
Edward Olay sent through a super chat and said, can we talk about how good Joe Mazzulla is? The Celtics are first in net and second in defense for the second year in a row. He has coached 93 games and is 66-27. That's 70%.
That's cool, no problem. But like I said before, we got to wait and see. His test ain't going to be in the regular season. His test is going to be when he had to go against those great coaches like Eastfo and them dudes in a 7-game series in the playoffs. And he's going to have to prove that he can make adjustments and then he can, like I said, basically make the proper adjustment during the course of a 7-game series in order to beat these elite coaches that he'll have to coach against in some situations. You know what I mean? And so when you're going up against, if you make it to the finals and you're going up against Mike Malone, can you outcoach Mike Malone? Can you outcoach Espo in the Eastern Conference? These are things that have to be said. Can you outcoach the coach for the 76ers in the 7-game series? Can you out-scheme these guys? That's going to be the question with Kaka. You know what I'm saying? Because he got enough talent to win games during the regular season, whether you coaching or not. He got enough talent.
We got to definitely talk about the fact that they beat Philadelphia yesterday without 2 of their starters on their home floor. That was bad. But that's another conversation for another day.
Sauce Man said, chill. I do not like your 2 years philosophy. Ant won't pass Book, nor will Hallie pass Luka. Ranking should not be a reflection, or ranking should be a reflection, not a prediction.
Well, the 2 years, I'm thinking about what happened 2 years ago in the beginning of the 2021 season when I said that in 2 years, Jason Tatum was going to be in the MVP conversation. And I got roasted for that, only except 2 years later, he finished 4th in the league in MVP votes. And then a guy like Anthony Edwards, who's improved mightily last year, and in 2 years from now is going to be even better on the defensive end. He's shooting almost 50% in the mid-range, so he's adding that to his game even more. So in 2 years, he's going to be even better. Devin Booker, on the other hand, who I think this is year 7 that we're in right now, because he showed up in 15.
Showed up in 15. Yeah, I think it's
year 8. So we've seen the best of Devin Booker. So in 2 years, he'll be in year 10. He'll be in year 10. So when I think about Anthony Edwards in 2 years at 24 years old, how much better he's going to be. And the idea that Halliburton is going to pass Luka, which I didn't say, what I said, but it's going to be a serious conversation about him being the best lead guard in the game. That's what I said. Because in 2 years, he'll be 25 years old and he'll be even better than what he is today. I don't think that that's a ridiculous estimation.
Suits sent through a super chat and said, the first video I saw of y'all, I thought Chill was Alonzo Mourning.
I do not look like Alonzo Mourning. No, I do
y'all
not.
see Zoe?
No, yeah. Hold on. What about me suggest Alonzo Mourning?
Huh.
Damn.
He must not have his glasses on or his contacts in. Whatever it may be.
We all know it's James Posey. I don't know why we're doing this right now.
Mark Winston II said, I understand y'all overhyping AD, but he had 9 points and gave up a double-double to Sabonis in the first half.
100%,
Unacceptable.
100% unacceptable. 100%.
MP13 said, so with aging LeBron, according to Damo, Rudy Gobert with slightly more offensive responsibility, the Lakers are going to be a play-in team at best.
No, but okay.
Q Spades said, as a representative of the LeBron fan club, I'm officially kicking Chill out of the club for saying that foolishness that Bron is not a top 10 player.
I wasn't sure that I just wasn't sure that he was, man. If you got him between like 8 and 12, then bet. But he's playing like a top 10 player today. Yes, he is. Still doing it.
Greg came through with a super chat. Appreciate you, Greg. He said, question for you guys. Apparently, OKC isn't sure about paying Josh Giddey. Would you consider trading Giddey and picks for a guy like Mikal Bridges?
You're going to have to pay Mikal Bridges then. It's not the fact of not being sure about paying Josh Giddey. The problem is that these rookie deals are coming up and these guys get expensive. So if you replace, it's not like you're replacing him with a lesser player that you're going to have to pay less. If you get Mikal Bridges in there, you're going to have to pay him too. So it's not that they don't want to pay Josh Giddey. It's just that he's expensive. And when these rookie deals expire, these guys are going to have to get paid.
I agree with Grilltown.
Greg with back-to-back super chat said, also, I'm a Wizards fan. I'm done with Jordan Poole. This isn't his team. He's not a star. I want to build around Bilal and who we draft this year.
Do I need to start paying attention to this kid, Bilal Mars? Okay, because Washington, like San Antonio last season and Detroit last season, was a tough watch. But I'm gonna peek my head into this kid Bilal and start checking out what he's about.
I said it over the summer, like when we were. I didn't watch a lot of Bilal, but from what I seen, he's very athletic. He obviously is a defensive player. He has that build of that Mikal Bridges build.
Right.
He's around 6'7". He's long arms. Obviously he's young, so he's gonna be a little rusty in some areas. He's not fully polished, but based on what I seen in the French league, I thought it was gonna be good for him to transition into the NBA. Just with
Ron, you ain't give us all of this summer. You kind of glazed over him.
You
kind of like
Ron trying to take credit right now.
That's what it sounds like. Like you didn't say all this.
We talk about Wemby, we talk about all these other guys, but I did say that I think Bilal could be a very good player in a couple years. I didn't expect him to transition into the league this well in his first year. He's actually kind of exceeded my expectations, especially with his shooting ability. But if you go back and look at his film, Bilal can slash, Bilal can get to the rim. He obviously can get out in the open court and score, and he's a good defender. So, and he's not too bad with the ball.
I thought he was a project. He's definitely ready to play right now. So I was wrong about that, but I did see potential, but I didn't think he'd be ready to play right away. But then the summer league happened and he looked good. Then preseason came and he looked good. So I guess he is a quick study, as Cho likes to say. He picks things up quick because he's better than I thought he would be this early.
Mars, I got to go get you a thick and shorty.
Nice.
Ladarius with the super chat said, do you think we will see a quadruple double again? And if so, which player could possibly do it? This was kind of easy. Yeah. I think it's two players who win. And they play last night.
Chet can do it.
Yeah. I think Chet and Wemby.
No, Chet can't do it. Well, 10 points, 10 rebounds. Yeah. Maybe Giannis.
I think Shea might be able to do it too, to be honest with you.
What, with steals?
Yes.
Draymond Green came close to doing it. He got a triple-double without points.
10.
We ain't add. Hold on, but Mars, we're not adding turnovers.
No, we're not.
No, but he had a triple. He got 10 steals, like 12 rebounds, 10 assists, and then 4 points. That's the closest we've been to one since Tim Duncan.
Oh, he only missed points.
Yeah, he missed it on points. Like, he missed it on the easiest one to get.
That's just some typical Draymond shit right
there. Someone in the chat said Asar Thompson. Asar Thompson could do it.
With blocks or with steals?
Either or. I know that's crazy. He might have had a 5x5 game already this year or something close to it. Like, he does everything. Like, there's a chance that
who should be able to do it? Anthony Davis.
Yeah. Speaking on Anthony Davis, the dude in the chat said that Anthony Davis is 0-8 against Sabonis. Is that true? So are you saying that the last 8 games?
I got 2 super chats. Eric sent through a super chat saying that, and Emmanuel Teshome.
So for his career, he 0-8 against him, or would it be the last 8 games? How's that?
I guess
it while he's on the Kings. It can't be career. I'm assuming they've played more than
AD misses a lot of games, so
right. So it can't be the last 8 games.
I'm assuming
that. I know that for a fact.
They play the Kings 4 times a year, so they played them 4 times last year.
So last year, AD missed 2 of the 4 games that they played. Them.
Yeah, it got to be career then.
Yeah, so it has to be career.
Yeah, people in the chat saying career. Yeah,
it has to be career. Okay.
Sabonis got AD's number. Crazy. Would have never thought. Chris Mullins said, Poole just really doesn't have the mentality to get that much better, or it looks that way. Who would y'all say is really their leader if they have one?
They don't have one. They don't have any direction in Washington.
Jones, but I don't. From what I see, it's pure vibes. And Wes Unseld Jr. When we put him at the bottom of the coaching list, we were right. We were right.
They don't have any direction in Washington. They don't know what
Wes Unseld is doing.
Yeah, they don't have any direction.
I got Bilal, I guess. The one dude came around and said, I'm buying into Bilal in our picks this year. F Jordan, basically. What's up, Ticket?
I be telling them shorties, there's a meeting in my bedroom.
Oh my God. Oh boy. Anyway, Ron, like you were saying, super chats.
Tony Gratsky said these 2020 rings will hold a lot of value later down the line. Just so much talent and parity in the league right now.
Yeah.
Do we believe this is true?
Yeah, I can get with that. And the reason why I'm thinking that is because I think we're going to have a different NBA champion this year than we had last year. That'll be 5 different championships.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, 6. That'll be 6 different champs in the last 6 years.
Or would that mean that the league is much more talented and it was a bunch of different contenders, or would that just mean there was no powerhouses? Or not a super team or a team that was just that good to be able to run it back to back to back?
Well, you can have a team. That's not to say, like, for example, let's say Milwaukee. They won it in 21. Milwaukee might win it again in 26. Or you had the Lakers win it in 20. Right. Or 2024. You had the Lakers win it in 20. They might win it again in 25. So, but this team's challenging them or Denver. Denver won it last year. Denver might not win it this year, but they might win it again next year. So
the Spurs never went back to back.
No, they didn't. But they did go back to back though. They just didn't win.
Took back to back finals appearances.
Right. They did go back to back. They just didn't.
Hey, Big Ox. I heard the ladies call you Lil Ox. I see you down there talking in the comment section.
And I'm on record too, Mars. And I'm going to say this again on November the 16th, 2023. If the Denver Nuggets win the NBA championship this year, they winning it again next year. I'm saying it right now. If they win the NBA championship this year, they winning it again next year.
Jokic goes 3 in a row.
We're having since Kobe and
serious conversation. Serious.
First 3-peat since the Lakers. Tough.
Antonio Vinskoske said Denver should trade MPJ with some cap fillers, role players, their 2024 and 26 first-round picks for LaVine and Caruso. What y'all think?
That's why they got off of Bones Highland and kept MPJ. Because they said because the consensus on that unit was that he didn't want 2 me guys. So now I'm gonna move off of him too, and not in terms of a knockdown shooter. Mars, you said this 1,000 times. MPJ does not lack confidence, and he's got one of those shots where once he get going, he's pretty effective, and he could do other stuff too. Like he could rebound because I've watched him rebound. He could do other stuff to be effective. He just doesn't do it on a consistent basis.
Winter came through with the super chat and said, can we get predictions for tonight's games? The Heat versus the Nets and the Warriors versus OKC.
OKC win by 15 and the Nets Heat goes down to the wire, but the Heat win like 103-97.
Is Steph playing tonight?
No.
Oh yeah. They could pack that up.
Sexy can I?
Yo, chill. You got predictions for the Nets versus Heat?
I think the Heat. I think the Heat have Brooklyn's number. Like no Ben Simmons is a big deal for that unit. The fact that they don't have him and he's out the lineup, that's been taxing on their defense. No Draymond and with the Warriors, I think OKC can handle him.
My guy in the chat asked the question. He said, "Is Cam back yet?" My man Quan. No,
not yet. Not yet.
Hey man, y'all can get mad at me in the comment section. Don't get mad because my shorties is beef caked up and yours ain't. Don't get mad. Get glad. Ziploc glad.
Be true 2-3 with the super chat said if Hero comes back and continues to average 22 plus, would you give the Bulls 2 first-round picks for Caruso?
They wouldn't give Hero to the Trailblazers for Dame. Why the hell are they doing that?
No, I don't think they were saying for like not trade Hero. Like if Hero comes back and he's averaging 22 plus, would you get Caruso to add to?
I think Miami's going to try to get him anyway. But so yeah, I'd try and get Caruso. But I think it's a waste for Caruso. I think he should go to a contender like Houston. But
Mars, I personally think that Caruso boosts up the Heat enough to actually put them in that contention category. I'm like you guys aren't really sold on the Heat. Obviously, they went to the championship last year. They did it without Tyler Hero. They did lose a little bit, but gaining Caruso, putting him next to Tyler Hero, who I'm very fond of. Bam, Jimmy, we don't got to speak on him too much. Kyle Lowry seems like he's all right. Jaime Jaquez, he's balling.
I like him.
Highsmith, he's been all right. Miami they got a solid collection of guys. On top of that, it's Heat culture, Eric Spoelstra. You get 3 defenders like Caruso, Jimmy Butler, and Bam Adebayo, and Kyle Lowry taking the charge every now and then. They're gonna be a problem if they get Caruso come playoff time.
Man, Jaime Jaquez is like one of them dudes you don't want to have no problems with in the streets.
He look like he knows some people, don't he, Ticket?
Man, dog, he look like he know people that
he
know
look like
people.
he knows some people.
Bro, he know the Jaime Jaquez like he know the plug, nigga.
He knows some people. He look like he knows some people. 100%.
He know Pablo. He straight up know Pablo.
That's his cousin. Almighty Lambo said, Ticket, look up Jordan Davis on the Eagles. Bro would have you reconsidering that point for real. Yeah, Jordan Davis got feet for real. King Cato said, ain't no way Damo knows about my Sunday runs.
What are you talking about? Runs of the draws or runs of what?
No, runs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, runs.
You know how some people say I got the runs. That means you gotta go to the bathroom.
No, not them kind of runs.
Because I know Damo, he stayed glued to the toilet. That nigga right there, boy. Damo got to stay strapped to the toilet.
Devin came through with the super chat and said, thoughts on Giddey for LaVine trade and hope that would look for OKC, or what would that look like for OKC? I don't know. Y'all gotta type a little better sometimes. I mean, I gotta read better sometimes. I gotta type better sometimes.
Can I ask you a real question, Ron?
What's up? Holla at me.
You think that nigga Damo got crush stains in his drawers?
Hey, Ticket, you trying to work over here? You wild right now, Ticket.
Hey, boy, Damo. Hey, look.
Hey, Ron, this is the dude that's getting us in trouble in practice, yo. We got to run extra
every day.
Hey, Ron,
every day. Not just in practice, in practice, in class, in study hall, off campus.
Damo the type of nigga to pass gas and a little bit of boo-boo coming.
All right, y'all. Hey, no, I got one more super chat from Melo Williams. Melo Williams said, is it a bad thing when Giannis has made more threes than AD, but is labeled as a horrible shooter?
No.
I think it's only focused on one thing right now.
What a nigga Damo keep that bleach on hand.
All right, look, check it out. Yo, we're gonna be back at the same time tomorrow. We got playing games tomorrow night, so we're gonna talk about those. Also, we're gonna talk about our most surprising teams so far into the season. We've had enough to really be able to make a good assumption on what's going on with teams. So we'll get into that. Until then, y'all make sure you pull up the Open Gym next and Open Field shortly thereafter. We'll catch y'all then.
That nigga